Hello!
What's up, everybody? Oh my god.
Welcome to the first in-person recording.
This is unprecedented, fellas.
We're all here.
We're all in my condo right now, except Vulcan. He's stuck in Canada. But we supplemented him with a cat this time, so it's actually better now. It's actually way more... you'd probably just heard his collar rattle. Yeah, we all got together. The stars aligned, and 3 out of the 4 cast members. Green is back, everybody. He's here in real life this time. And we all kind of collected in my condo for just a little, I guess, a yap sesh with the boys.
Yeah.
About stuff. So,
just chilling.
Got stuff to talk about.
Well, what's everybody drinking? We'll go clockwise. We'll start with you, Green.
Well, you got me this milk stout nitro, and it's pretty fucking delicious, even though it sounds disgusting that it's got milk and chocolate in it. It's amazing.
It's like beer.
I don't get it, man.
Bro, it's so good. I'm drinking an Irish coffee with some Irish cream. It's not Bailey's. It's some fancy stuff. I can't remember.
Oh,
what it is,
yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I can't knock an Irish
Green
cream.
picked it out. He was like, "We should get some Irish cream," and I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
that's going to be delicious."
I've got some black coffee and
That's Breckenridge espresso vodka. Give that shit a shot.
it's fantastic.
I don't know if you can hear that little sippy sippy.
ASMR.
Oh god. Yeah, hang on. Oh, listen to this phone. Listen to this phone.
Oh, it's actually fantastic.
Yeah,
That
it's
shit is
really.
great.
I love the aftertaste, man. It's very like pancake-like.
You're right.
Yeah, it's very syrupy, like maple syrupy.
Yeah. Well, hang on. What's the sugar content?
None.
None. Okay, awesome. Because I'm still on keto. I'm still going.
No, dude, I'm a diabetic.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm happy we were able to get the boys together. This
is good shit. But
Yeah.
Jack, it took you 6 hours to drive up here.
It took me a while to get up here. Normally the drive, when I first put into the GPS, told me it was only going to take about 2 hours. Now, as soon as I got down past Denver, it started screaming at me, and it goes, "Oh, some idiot got into an accident
On
and
I-70.
You are now." I know the route just said it's going to take you, 2 hours from where you were, but now it's going to take you 2 hours from Denver. And then I'm moving on forward a little bit more, and I get stuck at that, what's that road on 70?
Which one? The one by Clear Creek or Idaho?
It was that whole stretch.
Oh, the road up to Clear Creek?
Yeah, it was
the pass?
after the first tunnel.
Oh, yeah, so that's just still I-70, man.
Okay.
So
I don't know
after
if
the
there's,
Veterans
like, a
Memorial Tunnel, you just have like all through Clear Creek.
Yeah.
And then you start going up, and that's when you hit Eisenhower, aka the NORAD entrance. That Eisenhower tunnel, man, is like a fortress. You saw that shit, right?
Yeah, dude, that's where I got fucked.
Well, yeah, they stopped the tunnel there. They have like a light system, man.
Yeah. So it wasn't even the lights that fucked me. As I was going, I'm noticing, because it's a snowstorm out, by the way. I'd like everyone to know.
It's I think we got about 1.5 feet of snow today up in ish. I move all around this place, so it's not just a little, maybe even a hint of.
And so I'm like in around that area. I'm only like 30 minutes away from there. Not even Loveland got any real snow.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because it's freaking... It's been pouring all day.
Yeah, for context, guys, Green's from Florida, and he's never seen snow to this level before. And it's
forever.
Don't make me sound like a snowbird.
You got those
I've
up
seen
here.
snow like 6 times.
Yeah, you've seen snow, but you ain't seen this kind of snow.
This is a fucking lot. It's beautiful out here. It's worth being cold.
Oh, it's so lovely. I love the drive.
By the way, I brought some cigars in case we want to partake in those later. That'd be cool.
We gotta go outside for that.
Yeah, we'll have to go outside.
I'm okay with that. If I got a cigar, I'll stay warm.
Dude, I'll bundle up. I brought my cigar. I brought my Italian fit. I got my black turtleneck with my silver chain on. Came in with like a what do you call those, like wool petticoat type thing?
I think a wool petticoat.
There's another name for it when it's like
I got one of those too.
Yeah, and it's a nice fit. I saw you come out when you brought me in. I'm like,
that was my Blade Runner jacket.
Fuck yeah.
That's my
Trailblazer?
We got the
No, that's
No,
cool. No, you
I was expecting you to pull up with your drive jacket. It was
Dude, if
it
you
was
had
gonna be
told me
funny
to-
because you had the drive jacket, I had the Blade Runner jacket. It would have been.
If you told me to, I would have.
Jack, I don't think you should wear that in public, man.
No. I'll wear it over that coat. Oh, with how cold it was out there?
Yeah.
So here's the really fucked up thing. didn't realize I was going to get fucked on the roads. So I was really, really, really low on gas. And I got down to maybe 4 miles left in my tank before I was actually able to go fill up. So I'm in there. I have my heat off to save gas. I'm like turning my car off at every single point where it stopped, which we're stopping for 15 minutes at a time. And I'm just like...
I always hate doing that because then it's like, what if the car just doesn't start?
So I was worried about that,
Yeah.
but I'm like, this is a brand new engine after the
Right.
whole fiasco thing. So if this thing turns off, I'm fucking Ford in the ass.
Yeah, I was genuinely like, am I gonna have to go pick this dude up and just leave his car there?
Dude, imagine, that would have been such a good
Off of
story.
I-70, shit, man.
Dude, what a story that would have been. That would have
Yeah,
been
man.
awesome. But even still, this is still great. I'm happy I was able to make it.
Yeah,
out
man,
without-
this is a moment for sure.
Yeah. So I stopped at the 7-Eleven. All during this, I had to take one of the biggest pisses of my life. So I'm like here, as soon as I get into the 7-Eleven, I fill up. I'm out there in the cold. I'm used to Jersey, where we have gas station attendants. I don't have to get out to fill
Yeah,
up.
that's true. That's something that I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, being from Colorado, it's always just kind of like, I gotta go pump my gas, and you go to like Jersey or Oregon, and it's like, what'll it be, sir?
Yeah.
Ketchup.
And so I'm filling up. I'm freezing my ass off because the biggest gusts of wind and snow are blowing right into my fucking face. So I'm filling up. I'm going like, and meanwhile I'm doing the piss dance.
You've
I'm like,
discovered below 0 temperatures. How do you feel?
well, no. So we got those in Jersey, but I have to piss at the same time, which
You're
is
just like doing the happy dance, freezing
I'm
your
doing
ass
like
off.
this. I got.
It's gonna be like a lemon popsicle coming out of your face.
I'm used to Jersey where I'm like, hey, yo, fill it up. I'm gonna pay inside. That way I can go take a piss and get all filled up, and I come back out and I'm good to go. Yeah. But fucking not so. By the way, we have a very handsome gentleman right here, right, Pigeon?
Yeah, my cat's pretty handsome. Pigeon, you want to say something to everybody? I think he's gonna stay quiet. You'll probably hear him in the background at some point.
I hope, because normally he's so talkative,
Yeah.
but he's a little camera shy.
Yeah, normally he likes to just explain a lot of stuff, but I guess today's not the day.
I'm happy.
He's more upset he can't climb on the table. He really wants to be on the table. and
I'm
he's mad
very
he can't.
happy I finally got to meet him in person. Oh, he's so
Dude,
sweet.
he's a lover boy.
Really
for
Oh,
sure.
I just put my hand down. He just rubbed his face.
He's a
against my
people
hand.
cat for sure.
He's a good boy. Yes, you are.
On to the next topic.
Oh, which one? Are we doing games or
We're talking about the worst way to spend $50,000.
Oh man,
Let's go.
Green, you want to take it away?
Which one's the TV so we can just fucking pull it up and shit?
I don't think it's a good idea to just play this live.
Oh no.
Are we doing this?
We can just cut it out.
We could.
We could. We'll time stamp
we could
it.
put it low.
It's the. I don't know what this is, so I'm coming in blind to what
Jack
this
is. We're gonna like cut here, and then we'll just come back and he'll be like, "Okay, wow," and just like he was gonna slam that fucking vibe.
Yeah, I'll pause the audio when we put that on.
All right.
I'm recording again. I haven't seen the video, but from their reactions, this is going crazy because there's a lot
Okay,
of
so let me
copywriting
break it down for people here. I can explain this like you guys are all 5. So
So $50,000.
the dude that goes
like we're in Fortnite.
yes. So the verbal ace guy had a hard on for Raven team leader, and really wanted her to hit the grid to see that absolute level 10 gyat, right? So
Right.
basically, he commissioned somebody $50,000 for a porn video of Charlie from Hazbin Hotel.
What?
Chasing down the verbal ace guy, you know, the guy that does like the beatboxing battles, like Vegeta versus like Shadow the Hedgehog and shit. Yeah. And it was Charlie from Hazbin Hotel chasing down his like character and like tying him to the bed and going to have sex with him. And it's what the hell is happening? This is
I didn't put that on.
it ends with the character Charlie going to go do have sex with the character from the verbal ace beatboxing stuff.
Okay.
And he spent $50,000 on that.
Why the fuck?
And it's 3 minutes and 14 seconds, I believe.
$50,000. What is that
50K,
per
bro.
second? How much dollars?
I don't know, man.
Hello. Oh, pigeons climbing onto my lap. Oh, you are such a handsome man.
The contrast here is very strange.
Yeah.
We have this cat
This
on
cat
your
is
lap.
keeping
He
it
almost
wholesome.
put his tail in your cock.
Yeah, I'll try and blockade it.
But it's gonna be a nightmare to edit, dude.
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
sorry, dude.
Oh no, it's cool. But there's just gonna be, I don't know, man. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm like, whatever. He can do whatever he wants with the money. It's just It's weird. I feel like it's a weird thing to do, and it's $50,000, and it looks like something you'd find on Cartoon Network. Like,
Yeah.
I get there's a lot of frames, but like $50K.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he like asked the Green brought this up, and Green was like, "Oh man, maybe he was like, do this for me."
Every single upload of this video is copyright strike by Amazon because they picked up Hazbin Hotel.
Oh my
Wow.
god. $50,000. You know what I would do?
Maybe the guy was like, "I'll do it for $50K," and he was like,
You know what I would do with $50,000? I'd put a down payment on a fucking house.
So here's 2 minutes of the 3-minute video. I don't know.
All right, we managed to find a source, folks. We have the audio here. Let's not put it in the video because there's a chance that we would get copyright strike for it. But we're just gonna play it here.
This looks terrible.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
Oh
like.
my god, they are doing the dollars per second right there.
Wow. Okay, so they did put a dollars per second thing on screen.
Holy
Dude, this is crazy. I'm genuinely wondering, like, why? I just don't. I don't know, man. I'm one of those prude people that's like. I don't know. I'm like, there's people that talk about, they're like, yeah, man, you know, I just like it when a ladies do, and then I'm just one of those dudes that just doesn't talk about shit. Not for me.
So this is really weird because it's like this is supposed to be self-insert of himself getting sexually assaulted.
I guess his parents listen to this podcast. What are they gonna fucking say?
I don't know.
Like well, so here's the thing. It's not us doing it.
It's not us. It's weird. It is the purpose of this podcast is to document weird shit on the internet.
Wait, and they don't even actually fuck?
No. Are you disappointed?
50 grand. 50 grand.
Oh, wait. But. Oh.
What's going on?
Oh, where's that? No, hey, my bad.
There, yeah.
50
grand on something that.
did not even get penetration. What a fucking loser. Dude, at that point, go buy a cosplayer and fuck her dressed up as Charlie. You can do it for like a discount of. You could probably get that for like $1,000 at
Just buy the costume.
and fuck yourself.
Dude, just I don't know where the hookers are at in Colorado, but
Wait,
Colfax.
oh,
Yes, but my head is in my hands right now.
I'm sorry.
And everybody here.
dude.
If it was Florida, I would say Orient Road.
Okay, fair enough.
It was Jersey, any street corner.
Oh my god, yeah, it's just, oh my god. You gotta wonder, man. There's moments like that in life where it's like, wow, humanity can do some truly breathtaking stuff, and then shit like this happens.
Yeah. I have this emotional support cat in my lap now, and he's helping me through the
Actually, I think he's
trauma.
leaving you right now.
It's like
As you
too much
say that,
trauma.
he's making the move now.
Here you go.
He's worried the chair is gonna swivel.
You guys spend $50K on instead of a Hazbin Hotel porn AMV.
I would invest in some stocks, maybe some low interest firm or groups, or maybe even invested in some kind of asset like a car or maybe even a house. Something I could make some kind of passive income on. I say that with air quotes.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I would take the boring Samir answer to the question.
I would do the American dream, which is unattainable for people in our generation, and get a house.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, just right off the bat, dude, 50 grand. If I had an extra 50 grand laying around to just fucking piss away, it sure shit
That's
wouldn't
going
be on
towards a
that.
fucking house.
It's going towards
That's going
house.
towards like
It's
your
going-
well-being, your
What did
future,
you do
your
with 50
well-being.
grand, Green?
Dinner with Fort Kelly.
Oh my god! That was one of those things. Dinner with the feudal lord or 500 bales of hay. Feudal lord, feudal lord.
Dude, you get in good with the feudal lord, you only gotta work.
High IQ strategy. You court his sister.
Ooh,
And you marry into the family.
fucking A. That's
This is implying the feudal lord has a sister.
But you would be meeting her at dinner with a few.
Exactly, and you
Yes.
court her there.
Yes.
What are you gonna do for the bales of hay?
No, I have
Eventually.
an answer to this too. 500 bales of hay. You could sell that back off, buy your own land, and become a feudal lord.
Oh, that's
Another
a
high
good
IQ strategy.
Watch out. You gotta watch out for robber bandits though, because they might be out to steal your shit.
I'll hire some highwaymen. They can take care of them.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
I like that you felt this out. This is
Do you know what's weird is I actually haven't. I've asked this question to people at my work. It just like as in like a weird autistic spree.
Yeah.
And they look at me. At first they're like, "What?" And then I reiterate the question. They're like, I guess the bales of hay, and I'm like, what? And they're like, what do you want from me? So that's why I think it's an interesting question. Because the initial question is like $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z, and it's like obviously $500,000. But some idiot, some fuckwad with like mush for brains was like, I feel like dinner with Jay-Z, the knowledge he would give me is more than $500,000. So
If I could be like Mike Shinoda and hang out with Jay-Z and then do a collision course thing, I'm hanging out with Jay-Z. However, I cannot do that. I'm not Linkin Park, so that's not going on.
Mike Shinoda's a crypto shill, dude.
I haven't kept up with Mike Shinoda since fucking Meteora.
Yeah, hey, just move to a shitty state and you'll get a house.
Here's my thing, man. Like, if you go to dinner and if you're hypothetically invited to like a dinner with Jay-Z, and it's like, whoa, what am I gonna do? Jay's you're just there, bro. You have to like get his attention.
I'm gonna say a certain word.
Let's hear it.
That will definitely get it.
Let's hear it, Jack. What do you have to say?
We'll just edit that. We'll edit that one.
On to other stuff. The Old World. We talked about this. The Old World finally comes out as of like right now. The numbers are like shipping out. And
talking about the skeleton shit.
We're talking about the skeleton shit.
Stupid fucking box that costs $80 for old ass.
$80 for 20 skeletons for the Tomb Kings. They're from 2003.
No, it's more than 20 skeletons.
How much is it?
It's
No, I'm talking about a box of Tomb King skeletons.
Oh, not the starter box?
We'll talk about that.
Okay,
too. I got
okay.
things to say about
Because
this.
I didn't look at all that other pre-order shit. And to be honest, most people are either going to 3D print or they already have this model. So it's really just like, hey, you want that for old time's sake? You're going to buy it.
I'm wondering, who is this for? It's taking up production space. It's taking up like it's taking up sprue space. They have to take the molds out. They have to press this stuff, and it's not order on demand. Like Center's order on demand, whatever. Yeah, I get that, but like you could order a box of skeletons from Games Workshop or your local store, and it's like not only has this overtaken one of their plastic mold injectors for something like I don't know, like maybe Lionel Johnson. If you guys wanted to pick him up, you can't now. Well, you can, but he's out of stock. He's been out of stock since like May.
You only need one Primarch.
I totally get that, man, but it's been out of stock for like 9 months now.
Fuck the Dark Angel balls.
I was gonna say also Commander Farsight, but I hate Tau. So
Also, fuck the cow.
My point I'm trying to say is like this is taking up space in their factories that they're manufacturing stuff in.
But here's
for things that no one's realistically gonna buy.
Well, they might. So here's the
and
thing.
it's a big might.
I'd rather buy it third party off of Etsy from someone that has a 3D printer. It's cheaper.
But I know a lot of people that are like genuinely hyped about this. The Grail Knights, the fucking plastic horse. You're hyped about a plastic horse and a metal miniature from 1999.
Actually,
I get that, but at the same time, dude, they upcharged I think another 25% on the minis
crazy.
ever since then.
So nothing will ever hurt nearly as much as the vampire, the Blood Knights.
How do you feel that the vampire counts are not going to get a release for Old World? And Skaven.
So they will be getting it at some point. They're just not going to be a primary faction, but they are going to get a book to.
From what I've heard, it's unconfirmed right now.
So those ones are confirmed. Skaven is unconfirmed,
and Lizardmen too,
and Lizardmen,
and Chaos Beastmen.
Yeah, which those things can easily...
That's a lot of unconfirmed shit.
There's about a third of the factions are unconfirmed.
Yeah, so I'm okay with that at start, because they will be getting their army books eventually, and that's okay. If it's not model support, it's no skin off anyone's nose, because they're probably going to get recasters or the different models from a different source.
I gotta say, though, I mean... The fact that they're just re-putting in Bretonnian Knights and the Tomb King skeletons, they're not it's not like an updated sculpt or a new mini, it's just... Yeah.
So part of it's for nostalgia.
These are the Blood Knights?
Those are the new ones.
Yeah.
The old ones. So, to get 5 Blood Knights, it used to be $100.
Just watch the mini. I'll link it in the description.
Yeah. That shit was fucked up. That was...
Just everyone I know converted them.
It's these, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The old ones?
Those are the new ones.
Those are the new ones?
The new ones are hot, and that's the only...
No, they look pretty cool.
They're the only ones that GW's updated, and it got cheaper.
That's because it's almost impossible. They're $80, but like, man, yeah, this is what they used to look like.
Yeah,
I have.
I mean, they look alright.
It's okay. I mean, my issue with
fucking badass.
Yeah, they're way better.
I mean, that's also like 30 years after, or 20 years after.
I'm bringing up a video called The Engoodening of Age of Sigmar. Where
Yeah.
I genuinely think Age of Sigmar has become the better game.
Age of Sigmar is really good. I think it peaked at 2.0.
I think it peaked at
2.0.
3.0. I think 2.0 is a lot of Hero Hammer. And I mean, I didn't have Deepkin, so like 2.0 was not fun.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And I play Carriage Run Overlords.
That's understandable.
Chaos Warriors.
They suffered in 2.0.
Like every army I played in 2.0 suffered immensely.
They were struggling a bit.
I think every army in 3.0 has not only just been like refreshed in an interesting way, but we've seen new model support. We've seen great new rules. Mount traits are a thing.
So that's cool. That's something they started introducing during 2.0, but they really elaborated.
What was it? It was the Broken Realms with Marathi and stuff, right? Because I
Yes.
bought the first book for the Blood Hunt Tide, so I could give my sharks the mount. This is some turbo nerd shit. Stuff.
I just now today learned how to play Warcry.
Let's
I didn't
talk
know
about
that
that.
Warhammer has fucking patches.
But to answer your question though, who is this for? This is for either people with nostalgia, or it's for people who, they wanted this kit, but they weren't able to get it back in the day. Or it's for people, and this is what should have done. They should have struck when the iron was hot, when Warhammer Total War was at its peak. Because I know tons of people who played Warhammer Total War, and they're like, yo, this is sick. Hold on, this is based off a tabletop game? Let me check it out.
It's like, it's gone.
It's
gone.
It's gone.
It's like crying emoji guy.
Dude, it's so fucked up because fantasy was one of the best systems that they ever had.
I played a lot of fantasy recently. My last fantasy game was in 2022 with Riscaven.
Ooh.
My buddy Sage,
That's
I don't know if he
really
listens to
fun
the
faction.
podcast, but he and we only play fantasy. And if I'm playing with him, it's either Kill Team or Warhammer Fantasy Battles.
Yeah.
My first game was with my Chaos Army. That was super fun.
Dude.
I think it ended with my lord on it was a Chaos Mount of some kind. He ate the Elven Prince that he had. So I went in and I added and I used my it was the launch box for like the start collecting for Chaos, right?
Oh,
not the
yes.
one from this year, but the one from 2019.
Yeah, the one that came with the Warriors.
Yeah.
The Lord on the,
the Lord on Karkadrak, I put a bunch of blood and an Elven helmet on the base. Like,
that's
awesome. Great. And then
Dude.
I did another one with him as Chaos, and then I played my Skaven, and I had the book for that. And man, there's a rule for anytime any missile attack hits the Screaming Bell, you get to roll on a d6 table to see what happens, and sometimes the Screaming Bell will just explode.
It's so awesome.
It's great. I played that again in 2022, man, because I was like playing it, and everyone's like, I miss fantasy, and I'm like, I just played it like yesterday.
Fantasy is like
fine
the
with
best thing is a lot of people can't get those models anymore until now. Old World's now coming out, and it's like, boom, we back, baby. We are so back, and
You can't see him here, but I picked up. You're looking at. He's looking at all my Warhammer minis on the wall. This is like I just installed those shelves, but
That's awesome.
there some of the stuff that there is not done after the cast. We can go take a tour or something. But what I'm trying to say is this: Green Doge painted not only a miniature for D&D, but he painted a faction for Warcry. You're an oil painter by trade.
Yeah, no,
How does it compare to mini painting?
it's pretty fun, man. I don't know. Like, I enjoy oil painting, like, as an art. This is a fucking hobby to enjoy, man.
Yeah, it's so much
I don't
fun.
know, like, I hadn't painted a D&D mini in, like, 6 years. You're like, hey, man, D&D tonight. I'm like,
It was
okay.
weird because Green's like, I'm coming to Colorado now, and I'm like, oh man, I'll pick you up at the airport. And then it got weird because I was like, hey, Wednesdays are D&D night.
Dude,
Do you want to play D&D with people you've never met? And he was like, sure.
The last time I played D&D IRL was like over 5 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Like over 6 years ago. I was more than happy to do it.
So my question to you is, how would you rate my setup out of 10 for D&D?
We're gonna put the video up.
Yeah.
I'll send it
I'll
to you.
put the video up
hell
on stream for you guys to
it
see.
is-
Why don't you show Jack while we're here?
It is insane. Fog machine.
We got a fog machine and lasers.
True
Yo,
light lasers. Entire fucking like map.
Dude, it's awesome.
Trees. Just so much fucking like
my
terrain
trees.
and stuff, man.
My tree.
Yeah, I see the box over there. Yeah.
Actually, I do have one here. I'll take a look at this evil, the tree demon.
Oh, dude, that is a sick setup. Dude,
It's quite something, man.
Like,
awesome. I love that.
and the lights were like flashing and shit, and it would get like dark whenever there was some serious shit going on in combat, dude. This guy He knows how to fucking DM.
Shit. I'm just disappointed with Wizards of the Coast.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like
Yes.
I think D&D should be like a fun experience to be enjoyed by everyone.
I'm so glad that you do it home.
And I write all my own lore. I'm working on a supplement/book for people to play with for this setting that I'm writing. And I'm just tired of this oh, we're all the good guys here. Don't worry about them. You can tell they're the bad guys because they do this. And it's like, where's the moral gray area? Where are your players asking these important questions?
Why are we playing Castle Raven?
And then the question is like, why does any of that matter? You know, like when you're designing like lore and world building, you have to kind of ask like, why the fuck should players care about this?
Exactly.
Honestly, at the end of the day, like, who's right and wrong is just a point of perspective.
And that's kind of the way that I like to write my stuff. I have
Here's
this
the
entire
thing.
character who
My
does
character
things
is always right.
no, you do that, but you're not always right.
Dude, my character's always in the right. He's always morally correct. He's always killing evil, which I deem the evil and I kill it.
Yeah. No, but it's something that I genuinely like.
Dude, some of the stuff you did in that last session, that was really like everyone had to take a moment, do some critical thinking, reach deep in their hearts, and decide as a group as to what the fuck to do, because that was brutal. Like, I wasn't there for the previous sessions, but I can tell everyone else was heartbroken.
Oh yeah, I had this character that was he was this great questing paladin, right? And he was like well known across the
guy
lands.
you sent me pictures of.
Maybe. No, not him.
Howard.
Not
Okay, different
that
guy.
character's Tedric. We're working on him.
Okay.
Shout out to Sardonical for the artwork. But it was a character named Ionius, and he died horribly to the like main villain of the setting. And he was resurrected by this like tree root disease, and he's all corrupted and like kind of dead. And the party had to put him out of his misery.
Like, I didn't know the context.
He's just like sitting there and he's like, man, this sucks.
I didn't know the context. I didn't know the context. I look over at everyone and I'm like, so like, if he's undead, why don't we just heal him and then he dies? And everyone's like,
Dude.
like that's. I was like, oh, okay, they don't want him.
But no, I think when I don't want someone to walk into like a D&D session and then you have the book of like Castle Ravenloft and stuff. Obviously, DMing is difficult.
I'd walk out.
DMing isn't easy for everybody.
I just don't want to get railroaded.
Oh no, yeah, I totally get that. DMing isn't easy for everybody, obviously, but
I'm fine with some modules if that's like what you want to go do. But you got to make some concessions. It's not for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone. If I want to like roll dice and play a game and I just want to kill, I'll do a module because that's usually what a module is.
that begs the question, because I was kind of thinking about this with one of my players, and it's, you know, some players play D&D literally downright to the rules.
Yeah.
It's, nuh-uh, DM, you're not allowed to do that because the rules say so. And I'm like, oh, fuck that.
You know what the rules also say? Whatever the DM says, go.
Yeah.
That is one of the primary rules. So fuck any retarded player who says that. You're a dumb bitch. You're a dumb bitch.
Yeah?
I'm gonna pop off on those stupid assholes.
Like, that happened to me, and they were like, "Oh, but he can't take a legendary action this turn." And I'm like, "I say he can."
Yeah, I think so.
Is that when I got knocked down?
No, this was a couple sessions.
Oh,
before.
okay.
I was like, well, he's just gonna take a legendary.
I'm the DM. I get to do what I want. Fuck you.
And that's the question of when does the gameplay overtake the role playing, and when does the role playing overtake the gameplay? And you have to strike that equal balance, or I think that's when you kind of have really bad sessions where you do have this long drawn out combat. I hate D&D's combat system. I think it sucks.
Slow as fuck,
It's
man.
awful. I think it's the worst. I boil it down to one encounter per session because that's how bad it is.
Yeah, it's really bad. So if you're out there and you want to play a game like D&D for the combat, don't play D&D. Play Pathfinder, where the game is designed around crunching.
Yeah, and that's a game where you will sit there and the gameplay is more important than the story.
Yeah, that is absolute number crunching. That game is purely set up.
If you
to be-
like math and you hate yourself, play Pathfinder.
Yeah,
I can
you
think
have
of
to
at
be a
least
min-max. Yeah,
If you just hate yourself, play 3.5e.
yeah. Well, I love 3.5e, so salute to that one, everyone, gents.
I got nothing here, but
I got nothing to
Yeah, whatever. We gotta make a clinky noise.
no, 3.5e. I had fun with it, but 5e is just more comfortable to play.
So it's better for players. It's not as easy for DMs because they don't set you up with enough tools. However, if you're already an experienced DM, it's not even a problem.
If it makes, like, I'm just gonna throw my hat into the ring here. I started DMing stuff for a supplement and like a game system that I wrote, which did not have anything to do with D&D. So when I went in and I started DMing for D&D, it was I didn't have tools to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm like punching trees in Minecraft, and I'm okay with that. Like whatever, I learned as I went, and it's fine. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, this is unoptimized. I don't know if my players are. And it's just like, what do I think would be cool? And that's pretty much it. It's just
so that's
cool.
the best thing because foregoing player metagame knowledge. The DM is never going to hand you something that is so unreasonably, like, you won't be able to handle it. And if it looks like that, the DM's going to be able to dial it back.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I have totally done that to my players where I'm like, this guy will literally kill you. And they're like, let's go say hi.
Yeah.
Killing word, you're dead.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If it works like that, that's great. Because there are some things you're just not going to be able to tackle. And the DM probably gave you fair warning about that shit.
I did not.
Well, then those
Even
players...
if you did it, I'm sure there's
Well, here's the thing. It was a guy, a creepy dude with no eyes, wearing a top hat in a foggy forest. And one of my players was like, "Let's go say hi," and just ran over to him.
No, that's something you don't approach.
Yeah, well, they did that.
So I would call that giving fair warning because that's
I
something.
think it was context clue fair.
Actually,
Yes.
let me talk about my character.
Yeah, here we
That
go.
shit was
And
fucking
that's another
great.
thing too, is when people make a character, I'm not gonna sit there and shit on someone for using not using D&D Beyond, or they're like, I'm doing this, and I'm like, that's not okay. Your
Yeah.
character can't be from Baldur's Gate if we're in Neverwinter. That's not allowed. Like, people that do that are stupid, man. Throw water on their face.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
on to Green's character here.
Yeah, so my character is Norfolk, right? That's what they're called?
Northmen. So in my
Northmen.
setting, the Northmen are like Viking raider people.
They're,
that sometimes
they're
turn into
Norfolk
werewolves.
from Nebraska.
Yeah. But yeah, they're like kind of wolves, werewolves type shit. And I don't know, we were just talking. I was like, what if I was like fucking delusional and I thought it was a dragonborn? And we went with it. And the entire session, I was trying to do dragonborn shit as a fucking wolf. Like,
The party looked at him and was like, can you go burn those husks, which are like zombies?
I was like, oh, I got you. What's funny is that the other dragonborn was sussing me out the whole time, and then they were like, "Hey, can you burn the husks on the other side of the map?" He's like, "You can do that. I'm a dragonborn for real."
He didn't have any fire breath either.
No, he had poison breath, so he didn't even burn his side. He didn't burn his side either. We had a huge fucking combat where we had to fight everything.
Everything. You want to see what they fought? It's on that shelf back there.
Yeah.
Oh, that big thing?
Everything on that shelf.
Conquest?
Those are all Conquest minis.
Yeah,
but yeah,
those are the spires,
everything
right?
on that. Yeah, those are Spireborn. Everything on that shelf is what they fought. Not the big guy.
I'm not-
everything.
Dude, the spires are cool.
Yeah.
He's not kidding. Literally everything up there. was
Literally
on the board.
everything was on the
Holy
board.
fuck.
Yeah, and the party, everybody kind of collectively shit their pants. They were like, "Oh,
I bet.
what do we do?"
I'm shitting my pants right now, and I don't even have a horse in this race.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You don't understand. You didn't see the lighting. You didn't see the fog. You didn't hear the music.
The music was good. I used a lot of the Keygen Church stuff from Ultra Kill, and it just made it, dude.
Fuck yeah.
One of the party members is a DJ, and he has this insane sound setup. So I connect Bluetooth to my phone, and I play my music through a sound system, and
It's a great setup.
it's very immersive. I have to say. I'm looking towards trying to live stream it,
Oh,
That would be kinda cool.
that would
It
be
would.
cool.
but we have to manage audio and everything.
Anyways, for my character, eventually, after failing, a couple of dragon breaths, after failing, flying up to a ledge,
Didn't you howl every time you failed? Like fucking
because I'm
Maroon 5 Adam Lambert howled.
yeah, because
Or Adam, what's his name?
The other dragonborn is like, I'm gonna go fly up there and investigate, and then you look at me, you motherfucker. You look at me and you're like, are you gonna go fly up there too? A fucking failed roll.
We got 4, dude.
He plays Animals by Maroon 5. The very beginning, where it's like, oh. And after the third time where I failed, like flying, everyone's like, this dude's a fucking. This dude.
Players
Pretty
audibly
fucking-
just said, "What are you? Who are you?"
Like, oh.
Like impossible.
Oh man,
Great.
That's funny.
you ever had an experience like that where it's just like some dumb shit in D&D that you just had a great time with?
Yes.
And I'm not talking about you having like a Yu-Gi-Oh turn in one of my sessions.
Oh, dude, that's just called being a good paladin.
This is called making a meta character.
Nope. That is purely
What are you
playing
guys
a paladin.
pointing at me for?
This
I'm not bored.
one time I was in a sesh. One of my friends, he's kind of a dipshit, and he was fucking around, right? And he was kind of like getting violent.
Okay.
And we're like, dude, you can't do that. That's the constable. Literally, our fucking bard had to knock him out by smashing a loot over his head to get him to stop.
God, dude, did he have another loot, or was like that was it? So what did he do? What do you do with a bard with no
nothing else.
Dude.
Nothing else we could do.
Oh my god!
So
The first time the bard was used.
It was like the first.
my buddy's father, he used to be our DM. He made like his own setting like way back from like the 80s and whatever, and it's supposed to be post-apocalyptic our world, and after the whatever event, like magic and bullshit started crawling back into the whatever.
It's real.
Yeah, and like all the whatever's dwarves, elves bullshit started showing up. So we he used to run this event at a or one-shot event at the conventions we went to called Next Please. Now, what this session ended up being, like without going through the whole thing, just to spoil the whole thing, is that we would go into, it was basically an underground base, like either Area 51 or like NORAD or it's one of the ones in DC or whatever. It might have even been the Pentagon.
Well, we got the feds listening now, so
Yeah.
all your characters, let's do some shit.
So what the idea was, we'd go in and we investigate, and he would describe it in a way where we actually didn't even know we were there. We're like, and you see this magical lit up like wall, and it's very foreign to you. It's obviously like a big computer screen.
Yeah.
But it's like the way he's describing it, we're like, what is this?
That's the mark of a good DM, dude. If
Yeah.
you recognize that it's a computer screen, it's just like, that's fucking amazing.
So that's how he got one of the players to drink Windex.
Yeah.
What?
So he's like, you find like a blue potion in a screen, and it's in like this soft bottle, and it's you're not sure what this material is, but it's an interesting. It's not a glass jar, but it's like that. It's got a weird apparatus at the top, and it's like,
Oh, dude, that's so smart.
yeah. He's like, okay, I drink it, and it's like, yeah, you drink Windex.
Reminds me of the time I had one of my players in my first setting mix a bunch of drugs together because there's a crafting system.
Yeah.
And I had a D20 table for different drugs you could make if you just combined a bunch of random shit. And he got black tar heroin.
Yeah, dude, hell
And
yeah.
he injected it into himself, and I'm like, okay, roll for your side effects. You roll a D10. You roll a 10, and that's instant death.
Yeah.
So he died. He immediately died after injecting black tar heroin into his testicles.
That's awesome.
And the party took his corpse to this flesh doctor, and they turned him into like Warhammer RoboCop.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he just like fully was dedicated to the bit. It was amazing.
Dude.
And then Green was in that one too. He had a robot named Mumdoer that died. He died in a shootout with the police.
Funny.
It was literally just like the Chad face on C-3PO's body with RoboCop's helmet and a lightsaber penis.
Yeah.
Machine gun.
It was beautiful. It was a work of art.
Dude.
I photoshopped that shit. I had to do it.
Oh man, I love RPGs.
I did fucking talk in a robot voice. Yeah, the entire campaign.
It's so fucking funny.
The ultimate spoiler and climax to next please is that full blown spoiler. He had you waiting in line at the DMV.
That is genius. That is fucking genius.
So the way he tricked you into doing it was that it's like you are going through and you see like this line of ghosts moving forward, and it's like this endless line. It's like, oh, are they moving on to the next world? Are they going on to the next
Something like that, man.
So we're like waiting in line too, and we get up to it because we can't hear what the ghost at the receptionist desk is saying. And when we finally get up to it, it's asking for like, can I see your ID? What are you here for? Are you renewing your driver's license? It's like, oh, you're at the DMV. Your dumbass just drank fucking Windex, and you're all fucking dumb.
It's so funny. I love that. I bet the players had a hearty ass chuckle at the end of that.
Everyone always rated that as like one of the go-to encounters, and then
Dude, that is a great encounter, though. That's how you design a great encounter.
He was great, and that was actually ran in Pathfinder, and that had no combat in it.
See, I that's something I think about is like a full on like role playing game campaign, because I try to do very little combat. I try to do like one big fight.
Yeah.
And that's like because some people are like, well, where's the combat? When am I going to hit stuff? Everybody in
roll
D&D.
some dice. Fuck you.
Yeah, everyone in D&D always wants to do like cool shit and like leave their mark on the session. I totally get that. I'm there. I'm like that sometimes
like,
too.
When can I attack 4 times in one turn?
Yeah, Jack. When can I do that?
But you know when you can do that? When you play a fighter.
Yeah, well.
Because otherwise you're going to get outclassed by
more crits. A champion.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
true.
yeah,
Yeah, Green is playing a fighter right now,
bro.
Yeah, the wolf I'm playing is a champion. So.
Let's go. Yeah. See, that's what I was running.
No, yeah, I did
haven't rolled any crits yet.
I play mostly like.
Bro, you haven't rolled a 19 or a 20.
Oh, dude. Fuck.
And half the time I was pretending to be a dragonborn, so I wasn't even doing shit.
I did this encounter where I have this creature where it's just total suffocating darkness. And for the board, I flipped the mat around where it was just the black side of like a playing mat, right?
Oh shit!
And it took all the terrain off the board, just leaving the party. So every time the party moved, I would like put a piece of terrain near them. Find that. If they lit a rock or a lantern and threw it somewhere, I would put a piece of terrain wherever they were. Yeah. And they're slowly kind of like uncovering pieces of the map. They're piecing it together. Cool. And then they had to escape this this entity that lived in the darkness that could totally rock their shit. He was a level 20 NPC.
I hate to say this, but
terrifying.
You know what that reminds me of? The depths in Tears of the Kingdom. Dog shit game.
I kind of based it off of the minecart system in Path of Exile.
By the way, Nintendo fags on Suicide Watch. Fuck you guys.
You know, I'm not.
Honestly,
talk about TOT.
Yeah, maybe we'll save that for another episode.
Well, we were going to talk about RPGs.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're talking tabletop RPGs.
Yeah, we're talking about tabletop.
You know, an RPG system that I don't know if you guys played it, but I mean, I know you played it. We played it with Cyberpunk Red.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk Red fucks really hard. I really like Cyberpunk Red. It's a system that's fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it is serious at the same time.
It's great. It is a fantastic system. God damn, is that game cool. And I would love to play that game
What
again.
was one of your like favorite highlights of the whole?
Dude, it was definitely the helicopter chase with the hover things coming after us.
Yeah, where we took the helicopter from Lowry Air Force Base. I actually have some.
Is that Cyberpunk Red?
This is Cyberpunk Red Jumpstart Kit.
Yeah.
Not pictured here are some of the minis that I actually made because I have everybody like all the characters here.
Fire.
Because everybody you guys met, you remember the Ripper Doctor?
Yeah.
That's him right there.
Did you make our dude?
No, I didn't make you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna do this in real life with a bunch of friends of mine. It was called Cyberpunk Denver.
Oh yeah. Oh, the other highlight is when we snuck into the base using the hot dog, the Oscar.
Oh my god!
What?
That was so. I told you about that. The Oscar. So these motherfuckers.
I had Oscar Mayer Wiener fucking hot dog truck.
Yeah.
I had two
It's the
players.
dumbest shit ever.
I had two players come in as
Dorn.
Dorn and Vulcan came in, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be the nomads. We're the guys that'll be the drivers for you to get you where you need to go, right?" And it's like, "All right, sweet, yeah, that's really cool." And I tell the two, I'm like, "Hey, go pick your vehicle. I'll check back with you in like 5 minutes." They come back and they're like, "We picked the vehicle," and I'm like, "Excellent, great." And I'm not asking like, "Show me a picture of it," whatever. I fully trust these guys. And that was mistake number one.
The funny thing is, you gave him 5 minutes. The minute you stepped away, the second he stepped away, he goes, Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Vulcan was just like, "Yep, agreed. Let's go." And they drifted around the Eisenhower Tunnel in a Oscar Mayer Wiener truck and pulled up to a NORAD checkpoint in an Oscar Mayer Wiener truck. And I don't know what possessed me to say this, but I looked at them and I had the guard just ask them, "What'll it be, fellas? Mustard or ketchup?"
Dude, after having just driven past that exact checkpoint, it recontextualized it in such a great way.
It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid, man.
Dude, literally a hot dog down the hallway. Going those tunnels.
Drifting down the hallway, dude. That's
And then they failed the checks, and the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck got impounded because they're a bunch of idiots.
Impounded.
They took the fucking. And when they left, they were like, "We'll leave the Oscar Mayer Wiener car," and they left it there. They didn't take it with them. Did you guys take it with you? I don't know.
So no, we got busted in it.
Yeah.
That's what happened because everyone else hid, but one of the players didn't hide in time because he didn't get out his statement.
I'm fairly certain that was Doran.
No, he was staying in the thing.
Oh yeah, he was at the front convincing him. Who was it? Lemon?
I think
Who
it was Lemon.
Yeah,
Because Lemon, you gave us 10 seconds, and Lemon didn't get his thing out in time. Everyone else is like, okay, I hide here. Because Lemon didn't get out in time, he was just standing in the middle of the wing. Who the hell is this guy? It's like, then Doran tries to come up with a bullshit
what
story.
did you say? It was something about like a hot dog inspector. I can't remember, man.
It was something like
Where
that.
is I'm trying to find all of the characters here because I made like the career that you guys met. Because
And that's the check that Doran failed.
he failed really hard, and they were like hot dog inspector, really.
sorry, not enough charisma. For that.
Not enough charisma. Unfortunately, Doran's playing as Hulk Hogan, so that didn't really work out very well.
Yeah.
Come on, brother, he's just a hot dog inspector. Probably definitely not Senator Armstrong on top of the op TV.
So I'm upset.
You missed that. You missed the end.
I missed the last session because I had bullshit going on. And I'm upset because I made every other session.
Homie, it ended in like a JoJo fight on top of a building, and then they had like a missile launcher duel with the president of the company.
You played the Metal
the
Gear
last-
Vengeance song, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I absolutely
you
did.
fucking
I absolutely had
I
to.
don't even know why I asked.
Dude, I'm upset because the last thing I remember, we were doing the prison break.
You guys got out, and then Russ got back to the base. This is Russ, by the way, if you want to see what mini he was.
Yeah.
And what I look like, by the way, if you
Yeah,
think
this is me if you guys care. And all of his buddies were dead. All the whole crew. I'm trying to find Tech here. I don't know where his mini went, but Tech was this big, like, ripped Japanese dude that built shit for everybody.
That guy ruled.
Tech was cool. And then this was Fox. He was the schizophrenic. He was the hacker. There's Tech. He was the hacker kid that had an AI girlfriend, but it's not really. That's real now. People do that.
that's just like
So that used to be a joke with Dr. Krieger from Archer, and now it's just a
Now
real
it's just a real thing people do. But
Okay.
so yeah, that's Fox, and then this one's Tech here,
Oh, yeah.
and then this one's Pietro with the arms.
you guys want to talk about AI?
Yeah, in a minute. Maybe we'll do that for like
another time. Honestly, because that's
kind of worm,
fucking
bro.
God.
AI to try and make it through, like, come up with a D&D session.
I think I don't want to do that.
Let's see how it'd go. All right, we're back. We took a pretty big hiatus
Yeah,
there.
don't let AI write a screenplay about anything.
No. And we got into a whole conversation about Warhammer.
And we're looking at models and shit.
Green Doge is going through my Death Guard army right now. Take a look at some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always interesting to me when I.
Yeah. Oh, the Nurglings? Yeah, they're cool, dude. Yeah, the other, so I'm actually, one of my friends back in Jersey, we're doing an online game every Monday that we're starting up next week.
That's fucking disgusting.
Oh, yeah, that's a Demon Prince of
This
Nurgle.
is the old one where you had to
look
convert
like a
him.
priest.
Oh, dude, he looks
Before you
I love that head on that.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Wait, what are these?
Demons of Nurgle.
That's what the faction's called?
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucked up. They're gross.
Fucking nasty.
Basically, they're the poop demons.
Yeah. They're schnasty, dude.
Like the poop demon members where it's like, yo, let me get a half pound of with a little bit extra poop, you know.
Yeah.
Terrible demons, man.
These are fucking nasty. I like the way they're designed.
They're great.
Yeah,
man.
they're really cool. The whole army is like zombie themed. There's another tray under here too.
Oh yeah. Is there more of the same shit?
It is all similar.
Man, is this what you run right now?
I used to play Death Guard a lot in 9th just because I don't like doing Imperium versus Imperium.
Right. Blue on blue doesn't usually make sense.
Exactly. So for me, I played a ton of Death Guard because my old roommate played AdMech. So like,
Oh, okay.
we'd
Why did you
clash.
have all these bells on them?
Nurgle has a thing for bells.
Yeah, because like tolling the bell for death, and
It's
like
kind of the whole thing is like
So these guys control like
they have
Those
bells
guys?
all over. Yeah, so Plague Marines are infected Chaos Space Marines.
Plague Marine.
Yeah.
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 What the fuck? Dude, I don't know how, like, my entire life, I see Warhammer shit, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I start seeing this shit in person, I'm like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Saying, bro. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why I didn't... it's just, like, it wasn't in person. But now, like, I painted minis, I'm like...
You're all in. We got him.
I get it now.
Got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Entire time on the podcast, you guys talk about Warhammer.
Yeah.
I don't say anything.
So what
over?
What Horus Heresy army are you gonna play?
I don't even know anything about that yet.
I don't know.
That's fine. Do you want to play Death Guard?
Yeah, they're in Horus Heresy as well.
Yeah, all 18 legions.
Come on, let me start with, like, Warcry first, man.
Oh yeah, skirmish is a good starting
You're doing the thing where it's like you should do the most complicated thing.
Complicated game mode of this.
Like I'm just
complicated
gonna wrap
game.
real quick for everybody listening in, and if you're thinking about playing like a tabletop game or like a war game or anything like that, start with a skirmish game. If you're like thinking about a faction, go ahead and take a look at that stuff first. Like
if you're not 100% sold on miniatures and games, skirmish is really good because it's not a huge. Yeah, he's cool, right? Like the bus and boobos and shit.
Disgusting.
But like a skirmish game is the best way to learn any kind of like
It's
larger
low cost investment.
Yeah.
You get to get a flavor to see how like the game is, and then it's a good jumping off point to expand even larger.
Don't do what I did and was like, I'm gonna play 40k. Oh man, I have no one to play with.
Yeah, don't play 40k because 40k is currently bad. However, all other versions of Warhammer right now are pretty good.
We gotta get, like, pictures of every... like, while you're at work tomorrow, I can get pictures of everything that we talked about.
Oh dude, yeah, let's do
That'd be
it.
great.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we can do that. But some of it's under this one at the lowest part. Of the bottom tray has like tanks and shit. That's it.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love some of those Death Guard tanks.
Sorry.
Yeah, right?
I think
Do you have Terminators
I think
in there?
maybe it's just that...
I have 15 Bloodlord.
I think maybe it's just...
What was that at?
I think it's just that Doge Dad's, like, painting on these minis is just so insane.
Dude,
like, hard
Very
carries.
low cost though. So what I did with a lot of
Don't
these,
sell yourself
a
short.
lot of them are not even done. Like the bloodflies, I cannot stand painting bloodflies.
Understandable.
These are the...
So those are some demon engines, and so are those there.
That thing's fucking awesome.
That's a tank.
Jack, take a look at the tank.
But, like, is it a demon tank?
Yeah, so it's actually
a demon in
alive. The tank is alive.
Alright, yeah. It's diseased and
It is
busted.
existing. It's alive. But what I did was I went with a dip wash,
Yeah.
and I went with Midwinter Minis as dip wash, and I was like, I think that would lend themselves to that card to make it look real grungy.
You got to the Myphetic Light Hauler. Yeah.
Two or one of those.
That's not even the front. This is the front.
Yeah. Dude, the Blight Hauler is really cool. You can run them in little packs of like 3 or 4 or some shit.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
have 3. I have 2 Bloodrones too. That's fine.
I always think it's so cool how they have shit standing up on the bases,
Yeah.
but it's like to make it look like they're floating, levitating, flying, etc.
Dude.
Like, just the... I can't even describe this shit, man. This is so
It's fucking awesome, man.
cool. I think I just needed to see this shit in person, and I was sold.
And now you're
That was
in.
literally it.
Yeah,
I just needed to paint some shit, and
Oh, you know what he might like? When the new, like, kill team thing for Night Lords comes out?
Oh yeah, I think he might like Night Lords.
Okay, pull up a picture of the new Night Lord stuff.
I'll just show him some pictures.
Yeah, he might fucking tomb
Actually, you do. You're faster at this than me.
Night Lords kill team.
Tank. Those go on the top.
right.
Yeah, since they're unpainted.
Yeah, here, check this shit out. When it loads.
Sorry about that, folks. Just a little bit of some. We're just getting some stuff oriented here. Since we're all together in one room, we had to do something a little special.
Yeah, my bad. Those insects, those legs, you get tank.
Dude, they're
They're fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're cool.
I need to finish them.
Yeah,
they'd be cooler if it's done.
Yeah, but everything that is done is fucking awesome. Here, check this out.
Yeah.
Here's the Night Lords. Here's the new kill team thing that's coming out. Look at these fucking guys.
Those are the guys that like skin people.
What? That guy.
Oh, which one?
Like, what's up with his head?
Oh, so that's like his helmet. Oh, his face.
Just everything about this. What the?
So his face is all like flayed off. He's got like these lightning claws and shit. This guy's just got like a helmet with like the stylized bat wings. He's got like an icon of chaos on him.
I like the dude with the banner with just this corpse on it. I think it's a dead space marine.
Yeah,
he's got the
you see
implants
black
on there.
carapace on there. And Like that guy is like.
I still love the
awesome.
the belt fed bolt. I think that's such a cool design.
It's dope.
And I'm so glad that the chain glaives are in there.
The chain glaive, there's the plasma gum.
No,
like
I've heard of a
stuff.
chain sword, but I've never seen a chain glaive in my life, and that's fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome, right?
So every bits of these are bits of skin that they flayed. We're getting demonetized for this episode, right?
Dude, fuck it.
Warhammer.
Yeah.
And then check this guy's got like a poison dagger and shit. He's got a bayonet on his pistol. Like, come on.
Yeah, that is overkill.
Like he's got like the hood with the skull mask and like look at that helmet, man.
I do. So I like Night Lords because bats are my favorite animal. So like, objectively, I have to be like, oh boy, the Night Lords faction look really cool. It's just too bad Conrad Kurz sucks. Well, I think he's the worst character in Warhammer. I will
Perturabo's about the worst.
I disagree. Perturabo is at least an in-depth character where you can have arguments and discussions.
No.
Perturabo is I would say very human in the way where he gets upset at everything.
So I almost like Perturabo, and this is in the book.
The fact that you can say I almost like Perturabo means that the writing for him is at least decent.
Oh, almost.
There is nothing redeemable about Conrad Kurz.
So I'm reading the Night Lords trilogy right now, and I'm actually getting swayed. I might
Conrad Kurz.
Yeah, I
think
might be liking
everybody
him.
else is better than Kurz. Sevatar's a great character.
Sevatar is awesome.
All the other Night Lords characters are great.
Talos was cool.
Conrad Kurz, there's an interaction with Dorn where Conrad is like, we need to use fear to put the people in line.
Yeah.
Dorn says that that's a temporary solution, and you will continue a vicious cycle of warfare where people will fight and die and forget what they were fighting about.
So here's the really
and I think
cool
about that
part.
a lot.
Here's the cool part of that, because Kurz's character does build off of that, and he reflects on that. This is like hours before he gets assassinated by the assassin.
Oh, he was a great character, right before he died. Right before he died, he became the best character.
Well, so he knew this prior, but he's like,
I know he knows it because he has his telepathic vision.
yeah, but he's talking to his inner circle, circle. He's like, hey, yo, guys, I'm dying real soon. Check this out, though. Guess what? All you guys are fucking pieces of shit, and I know you guys know you're pieces of shit. I know I'm a piece of shit, and guess what? I was wrong. I was wrong about our whole philosophy. Everything I told you guys about, that shit was wrong. But guess what? We all fucking deserve everything we get because we're all fucking dickhead assholes.
I don't think they do. I think a lot of them were I mean, you look at a Primarch like Perturabo, right?
Yeah.
And you look at his sons, who are reflections of him. They're very bitter. They're very grim. They're very angry, right? However, I agree. It depends. But again, they're reflections of Perturabo. But
well, all the best Iron Warrior characters are loyalists.
I agree with you completely. However, what I'm saying this is that Perturabo and his sons they never doubted what they were doing, and Perturabo knew he wanted, except for the 1 in 10 that he all killed.
Yeah.
He was like, these are my sons, and I'm going to make sure that they are able to do what they can to the best of their ability. And for the Primarch to sit there and look at his sons and say, I hate all of you, and we were all wrong, and I led you all astray.
Perturabo does that too.
Oh, I know he does, but at the same time, they're like, well, fucking whatever. It's the situation we're in. We're going to just keep thugging that shit out.
Yeah.
Because in that moment, all the Night Lords, including Sevatar, are like, well, then why the fuck did we do any of this? And again, it's the Night Lords, like, skinned people alive and put bodies on dreadnoughts and shit, and made, like, even the Iron Warriors uncomfortable. Yeah. You know? And that's the thing. Iron Warriors, pieces of shit, but they're not Night Lords level.
Right.
And for Conrad Kurz to just say, I was wrong the whole time and I knew I was wrong, fuck all of you, and then he got his head blown off. That's...
Dude, I hate to interrupt, but this shit is fucking insane.
It's awesome.
Like the deep cuts.
Yeah.
Nurgle, like down here and everything.
It's like falling out of its gut.
Yeah.
Actually, the great unclean one.
You added those?
The Nurglings, I have a Nurgling hot tub in there.
Yeah.
It's the one that's on the base. He's having some Nurgles rot.
I see that.
But
so like, literally
that's kind of how I feel with Conrad Kurz, and I get why, because he has to be that irredeemable character.
Right.
But I don't want someone to look at him. It's like with BoJack Horseman. If someone looks at BoJack Horseman and says, "Wow, he's mean," it's like you identify with the horseman rapist.
Right.
Like,
so that's the thing. You're not supposed to be
but
like
people do it anyway.
Well, that's true, but that's because some people are fucking idiots. But with Perturabo, the passage in Angel Exterminatus, there's almost a moment where you could be like, oh, I get Perturabo now. almost until he.
Yeah, and that's kind of the
But here's
thing
the
is
thing,
you
he wins it.
can understand why he's frustrated. However, the things that he does are just so irredeemably fucking stupid.
Yeah, so this is the part that pisses me because he's showing Fulgrim his little like warhound that he built, and he's like, Fulgrim, all I ever wanted to do was like build and construct, and all I do is tear shit down and blah blah blah. And here, look at my little warhound, and you like Fulgrim leans in and he goes, I really love this warhound. I put a lot of care and love and dedication into this. Okay, I'm gonna smash this into your face now. Boom, and I broke it. I broke it now.
Yeah, that's because that's just how he is. He's never satisfied with what he has.
Well, yeah, he's a spoiled kid.
I wouldn't even call it that. I would say, I mean, the way he was grown up, McGreen's head is like down. He's like, oh my god, bro.
happening right now?
Perturabo was the biggest raging autist of all time.
And the thing is about
Dio,
that is,
except
he is.
No, I wish he was Dio. He'd at least be cool.
Yeah.
He's so shitty that he took one of the biggest, bestest Thunderhammers in the Imperium, which used to belong to another Primarch.
Wasn't it Vulcans?
It was Ferris Mantis.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, Vulcan
He
mentioned?
quote unquote improved upon it and made it shittier and worse. And in game turns, he swings even slower with it because he can't even stack up to Manus, the first one who fucking died in the heresy. Sorry, Perturabo, but you're a bitch in every category.
So his stats are worse than the original guy that used it?
Yes.
Yes.
Literally in game?
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's my thing with Perturabo. I'm going to leave it at this because the fact we can have this interesting conversation about Perturabo is a testament to the writing and the character of Perturabo himself.
Itself, because the lore is literally written
Yeah,
in the
no,
fucking
that's
game.
why heresy is the best system.
He sucks in game compared to who was using the weapon list.
And that's because Perturabo can never. He wants to be what everybody else. He wants to be liked by everybody, but he doesn't know what he can do for that. So Perturabo looks at what other people are doing. And this, in the best case, Rogel Dorn, the most liked, the most well respected, the most draconian of the Primarchs,
Our fucking
and
guy.
Perturabo is like, I'm kind of like this guy. We like building stuff. How come everybody likes him? Why don't they like me? And then he sits and he stews on that and he festers in it. And he relishes in the upsetness of it. I think when he goes to exterminate the Hrud, the Emperor is like, this is a fucking honor because I don't think anybody else could do it but you and your sons. Any other Primarch would have been like, thank you for telling me that.
This
That's a huge
honor.
compliment.
Yeah.
Perturabo's mad because he likes building stuff too, like Dorn. And
I
he
got
doesn't
the
get to build
shitty
stuff.
job.
Yeah, he sees it as a chore.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the antithesis of how Perturabo sees things.
Yeah, he's a petulant child. There's actually a really, really, really good scene that I love. I adore in Siege of Terra. And that is Perturabo and Dorn. Like, there's passages side to side right next to each other of them referencing to a time where they I believe verbatim say a time where I could actually call him brother.
I remember that, yeah.
And it was really good because Perturabo is doing like a meditation type thing where he's sitting and he's reflecting on his battle strategy and he's going, and one of his sons comes up to him and is like, Perturabo, what are you doing? It's like, well, this is actually a strategy or this is a method I actually learned from Dorn from back in the time where we could actually call each other brother. And we take some time and we just sit and we reflect on what we're doing. We take ourselves out and we actually examine what's going on. And you know what? Siege of Terra Perturabo is great.
Yeah, and that's because I think it is like the peak of the character development for him.
Yeah, that's
He's
really
getting
the
to do
best
what he
part.
always wanted to do.
Yeah.
He's getting to destroy Dorn's fortifications.
Yeah, he gets the
Personally.
And then in the mirror passage right after, it's Dorn in that like garden in the sanctum where he goes to meditate to get away from where the siege is right now. He's like, I literally need to take some time out and just decompress from this shit. And he's doing his method as well, and he makes reference to Perturabo, and there's almost like an actual grudging respect between the two.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. There's actually, and this is the only thing I ever liked from the War of the Beasts series, there's some Imperial Fist guys that stumble upon an ancient like weapons cache with a pre-programmed, well, it's you could pronounce it either way.
You're good. I'm just like interested.
But there's a pre-programmed hologram where it's like Perturabo has recorded a message for any like Sons of Dorne that came there, and he's like talking fondly of them, and it's like this is clearly of a time before there's like this bitter resentment and rivalry between the two, and it's like, oh, my brothers from the fists, my brother's sons, you know, blah blah blah, this and that, like you guys are cool and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, damn, what could have been.
And that's what's interesting is you have this glimpse into a character of like Perturabo without this bitter resentment, where he is content with himself. He's content with the world around him, and he's content with who he is.
Yeah.
He isn't embarrassing, because when they have that revolt on Olympia, you know, Horus is like, ooh, you can't even handle the planet you're from?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's
The Emperor's never
going
to forgive you for that one.
And that's got to be, you know, I feel it's a very human reaction where Perturabo feels like embarrassment.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's always felt that word. You know, whether it be like a science project or something at work where someone's like, ooh, you couldn't even do it. And you're just like, oh, fuck.
I think you did the paper towel soaking up liquids project?
I think the biggest thing for Perturabo where he suffers most is multiple writers.
I agree.
Graham McNeil is I hate Graham McNeil as a writer, by the way, unless he's writing for fantasy. In 40K, he sucks as a writer. He cannot write Perturabo to be likable for the life of him. John French, however, ironically the Imperial Fist writer, writes Perturabo to be such an interesting and like actually
there's something so poetic about that, where, you know, because John French also likes the Imperial Fists. Yeah. So it's funny to be like, I'm just gonna write the Iron Warriors like Imperial Fists.
Yeah. Well, he writes them like good.
Yeah, but good.
It's like, wow, these characters are likable. I see what they're doing. Like, he's writing about Foryx, which is like one of the big warsmiths, and he's like, and he's beating Fafnir Rand's ass. Fafnir Rand, one of the big, like...
Fafnir Rand is the axe guy.
Yeah.
He has, I think, a third axe on his back to use. So he loses one of them.
He's got two axes and then a boarding shield.
Oh, that's right. It's the boarding shield on his back. I have the mini right over there.
So this badass motherfucker is like, okay, is there a horde of dudes coming? It's 2 axe times. Am I fighting a big bad motherfucker? It's shield and axe time.
Yeah.
And it's fucking badass. He's the captain of the first assault company. He's the fucking guy, right? And he gets his ass beat by Foryx. Graham McNeil would never write it in reverse for that.
No, he wouldn't.
John French actually gives like concessions to the other side, and that's cool, and that's what makes it actually interesting to read.
But when you look at like Horsehair, and I don't mean to get off topic with this, but like Deliverance Lost is I just love a good book where you see both Deliverance Lost and No Fear.
Yes.
When you see a Space Marine, and this is why I like 30K writing more than 40K writing, because Space Marines act like people, even though they're above people. When you see like Aenid Thiel get sanctioned, and Gilliman comes in, and he's like, hey bro, you're the guy that's sanctioned? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, okay. And Aenid Thiel explains like what he was doing in the weapons room, because he's caught like practicing with these really expensive swords, and he's explaining to Gilliman like why he's doing it, and Gilliman just kind of nods.
Like, and you're practicing to kill other Marines?
It's not even that. It's he's explaining like his tactics, and Gilliman just nods, and in parentheses it just says a nod that said, "Be quiet.
Yeah.
Do not speak."
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, imagine getting mogged that hard, but
dude.
And then Deliverance Lost, when Korax comes right back from Istvan 5.
Yeah.
And he's like lost. He's like, what the fuck do we do? And a word bearer's captain's like, Korax, how did it go? And in that moment, Korax just kind of goes like full Night Haunter and rips the dude apart.
Yeah.
And it's fucked.
There's actually a really cool foil between Conrad and Korax.
And guess which armies I like to play in the Heresy.
Yeah. So I would highly recommend to anyone out there, read the Night Lords trilogy.
It's pretty good, actually.
It's like fantastic.
How many Warhammer lore books are there?
Many. You're not going to get through all of them. So you're better
your
off.
Favorite,
pick a faction, focus on their books. You're good.
Does anyone ever play Warhammer without reading shit?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. A few people I know have.
It's like,
unless it's the rule book.
The lore is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to read a book.
I'm going to be real, Doug. You don't even have
audiobooks.
to. You could just go on YouTube and watch
Audiobooks.
Like, off the top of your head, you know anyone that's really good?
Yeah, there's a couple people that do 40K Lore to Sleep too. 2 plus tough is
like,
great.
this is where you're supposed to say, I don't know, and I'm like, why don't you do it?
Because I'm bad at this. I barely managed to scrape together podcasts.
Damn.
Well, I'll say audiobooks.
Audiobooks are good too. They're super great. And they get some really good voice actors.
Great narrators, dude. John Keeble.
Dude, the first Heretic.
Oh, it's so
The
good.
first Heretic audiobook, dude, like, because that made me be like, I love this Lorgar guy.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Never
mind.
Yo, so starting with Horus Rising, my favorite part of the Heresy. Okay, one of my favorite parts
Big
of the Heresy.
surprise. He loves Horus Rising.
Horus Rising is good, but it's specifically the Whisperheads
Okay.
with Samus.
Samus, I don't like as a demon.
I
I think
love
Samus is a
him.
huge nerd.
I adore
And I'm
Samus.
so glad. Was it Samus or no? It was the other guy that Sanguinius broke over.
That was Cabanda.
Yeah, Cabanda.
Cabanda is
Eat shit,
lame.
Cabanda. Fuck you.
Cabanda's fucking lame. Great on tabletop.
Yeah,
Fucking-
really cool mini, but really,
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, he's whatever. I love Samus though, and because last time I was in Jersey, we were playing a Heresy game where I was playing Demons of the Runestorm, and I have a Samus model. So every
janky ass model.
Dude, that
He looks
model-
like he's yelling at a kid for having a lemonade stand.
So, it's funny because that's the perspective that's on the Forge World site. He's like, yeah, he's like, he's literally like,
He looks
like a bully from the 50s,
dude,
man.
He is mogging so hard in that frame, but in person, the model is much better.
There is no mogging on Samus's side.
No, that model in person is much better.
Yeah, I bet. It's a lot of stuff like that where I'll see a model and I'm
Yeah.
like, that looks like shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
never
the
mind,
perspective
that's
looked
great.
bad,
Yeah.
but then so it led to nothing but like, well, Samus is the man beside you. Just Samus jokes all over the fucking place.
This is really tricky for you because you're
You
like
don't know.
you're Metroid.
I don't know what though.
You know, like if I say Samus, you're like,
kinda
oh, you mean like
different.
Metroid?
It's like Samus. I'm like Metroid, but I know you guys are talking about Warhammer.
We're talking about like a cow demon man.
A cow demon man.
Yeah,
we'll go
Samus
with
is
that.
cool. Here, let me.
Yeah, Jack, pull that up.
Yeah, what's your favorite lore book actually?
Okay, so for me, my favorite lore book out of everything, either Deliverance Lost or Troll Slayer, which is about Gotrek and Felix.
Okay.
Which is a Warhammer fantasy book. I love Troll Slayer. I love it. So we were talking about that where Gotrek and Felix interrupt that.
Here's Samus
that
with
thing.
his bullying little kids.
Yeah, see, it looks like he's like mad at kids, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you kids, get off my lawn!
But that model is huge. Like his hand is the
looks
size
like-
of like a marine.
It's also
It looks
hugely
like we
active.
accidentally kicked a soccer ball into his backyard. He's
Yeah.
picking it up right now, mad as fuck.
Yeah, dude. So like, oh yeah, you want? He's got cake. He's cheeked out.
Well, I don't.
Dude,
I don't
every
need to see
cool demon is cheeked up as fuck,
Dude,
and I don't know
look-
why.
Metro.
Well, it's the lull Slanesh into a false sense of security.
Is it
and then they-
really?
I don't know.
Okay, well, it's like, in Warhammer Fantasy and AOS, it's like every demon like a Korgorath in AOS, dude.
It's got some.
I don't know where they're going, but they're just like you
Dude.
may touch it once.
Foreign cares not
No,
where
but
the
I
blood
think it's
flows.
within. Like,
even if it's from
He's
the
got no
penis.
cake, bro.
It's covered, bro.
Yeah,
He's got fucked up cake.
Green and clean ones canonically shit on their enemies.
Yeah.
And kills them. I'm not even kidding.
Dude,
There's an
this
attack
sword-
animation in Warhammer 3
Yeah.
where they just like turn around and like poop on something.
This sword is full of shit.
Actually, that's rusty.
Well, but like it's got fecal matter and diseases and bullshit all over it.
I thought this sword was cool as fuck because it's got a bunch of skulls in it. Are you telling me these skulls are sculpted with shit?
No, they're rubbed with shit.
That's
I don't think that was in the book.
Man. I don't like reading anything with Death Guard for that reason.
They're great.
I like Death Guard and I like Nurgle Demons because it's
Yeah.
like zombies and shit.
But roadie.
The way they write them, and it's good writing because I don't want to read anymore. It's disgusting.
I imagine every Nurgle worshiper to sound like Gilbert Gottfried. It's actually a character in Sigmar.
You're talking about
Rot Spume.
yeah, Gunrot is awesome. I love it.
Sounds like Gilbert Gottfried in the
Really?
in the audiobook.
Oh, dude.
It's funny. It's great.
My favorite Nurgle character has to either be Rodigus or Torglet, who became Tornith. If you remember Tornith,
yeah.
he became the Stormcast
Oh,
in the Realmgate Wars.
yeah.
Sigmar like adopted him into.
It's like, yo, you're a cool
he
champion.
like
Get on in
fractured
here.
his soul into a million pieces, except for the most pure of heart like feelings that Torglet had, and then
Yeah.
he resculpted him as a Stormcast, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm not covered in shit anymore.
This is
Awesome.
This is great.
And then he's like, I hate those Nurgle worshipping nerds. What the fuck, bro? Shut up, Nurgling. Hits him, bro. I love that. I think it's awesome.
Dude.
And he's part of the Hallowed Knights, too. I love the Hallowed Knights. I have guarded Steel Soul right over there.
Yeah.
So like
Dude, Hallowed Knights, I think those are the silver ones.
the silver and gold one.
Those are the ones I was going to play originally.
I wish they were the poster boys for BOS. I think more people would probably paint and play Stormcast.
I agree. I like to swap out the heads for like proper helmets on Stormcast.
I do that too.
I think they're really cool. Don't get me wrong, the death masks are
I don't
cool,
like
but
them.
I also am not a fan. I look at it and I go, oh look, Sanguinary Guard.
There is only one miniature where I'm like the best thing about it is the helmet, and that is the new Relictor Lord.
Yeah.
I showed you him. He
Yeah.
was the one with the lantern.
Dude, he slaps.
Oh my god, it looks great. I showed you him today, Green. He was that one he's right over there. He's in that box.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of minis today.
Yeah. Oh man.
But no, it's good shit. But let's shift away from
let's
like
pivot back to
Warhammer.
RPGs.
Let's get back to RPGs. Fuck, I apologize for that tangent, guys.
No, that's still
We're
good.
keeping it all in.
They like it, but
I hope so. I fear that someone will like listen in and be like,
Fuck is a nerdle.
I'm here to hear about Verbal Ace dropping 50K, bro.
yeah.
Oh man.
Still,
Well, we already know what we would spend it on.
yeah.
Well,
Warhammer.
Dinner. Oh no.
Yeah, dinner with R. Kelly, man. What the fuck?
No, Warhammer. Dude, how am I gonna fill up another basement if I don't have more 50K?
R. Kelly pees on you. Buy you another basement.
I piss enough to make enough piss for me and R. Kelly.
Okay.
I don't think that's something
That's
to like,
not-
be proud of.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
You piss a lot of pee, apparently.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Worst RPG.
Worst RPG is obviously
Top
Fatal.
RPG?
It's obviously Fatal.
A Fable or
Fatal.
Yeah,
Fatal.
pretty bad.
It's a fucking like weird sex rape fucking RPG.
I
never heard of it? Glad I didn't.
Yep, it's a huge meme, but
I
it's
can't
like,
say I have one that I don't like, but I just don't understand Vampire Masquerade.
Yeah,
we were talking about that.
I know I get it. It's vampire shit. I just don't care, dude.
I love vampire shit. Like any kind of anime with vampire shit, I'm a weeb and I love vampires, so I'm gonna watch it. Any kind of game with vampire shit,
We have a
Yeah, that's-
we have
there's
the
a
fourth member
destructive
destroying the cat.
He's scratching.
yeah, I love
Go ahead.
vampire shit, but like Vampire the Masquerade, or like that one game where you're playing as a doctor that's also a vampire.
I don't know which one that
Yeah.
was.
It's super fucking old at this point.
No, we're talking. It's like Vampire Bloodline. That's like an RPG.
Yeah.
But like, because like, I think it's cool and all. Because like, yes, I think Strigoi vampires are the coolest thing ever. I like those feral, like the cave vampires. You know, where it's,
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Like the new Ushard model looks excellent.
I think the idea behind the Masquerade. Oh, stop doing that, pigeon. I think the idea behind Vampire the Masquerade is it's supposed to be vampire punk. It's supposed to be
Like I get it, I do.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, I'm good. Like, can we do this with other like fantastical like races in a modern world? They're like hiding behind mortals.
I don't know, cause like I love anything with vampires in it. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll play it. Like whatever.
Vampires are dope.
Vampire the Masquerade, like Vampire Bloodlines. I'm just like.
It just doesn't do it for me. And the combat system
I know in
is strange.
Underworld's.
It's right over there. It's right over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I know a good force for you to use for that.
I'll show you after the podcast.
They're fucking cool.
They're fucking sweet. They're very, very like a la carte. That's
Good, cause like you know what my favorite like piece of vampire media is.
Helsing.
yes.
All right,
Fuck
well,
yeah.
like
Helsing.
okay, Helsing is a close second.
Yeah.
The first one's
Castlevania.
Yeah, no,
Come
John
on.
Carpenter's Vampires. It's over there.
Yeah.
That's the best piece of vampire media. Watching them die in droves.
Cool. Dude, anything with vampires, I think is fucking cool.
I dig it, man. I think that's a cool dynamic.
That's why I play vampire counts.
Man, when I was in middle school, I grew up reading the fucking Vladimir Todd books.
I never read
Remember
those.
Never
Good.
heard of that.
You don't want to end up like me.
Yeah.
living in
okay,
Florida?
so Jack, what's the fatal system? I think I've heard of that.
It's fucking garbage. No one's actually ever played Fatal, as far as I
You
know.
know, I was gonna do that with some people at a job I was at, and I just quit working at the job.
Yeah.
And it was weird because I had this like neckbeard dude that was like, "I'm gonna play a 15-year-old girl in the RPG," and I'm like,
You're out of
okay,
here. You're going
That's
to jail.
kind of weird. And like,
Yeah.
Hey, you
I
guys
was-
want to play Fatal?
I was playing this like mercenary dude.
Roll for anal circumference.
My buddy.
That's a chart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll pass.
My buddy, he was playing as Hulk Hogan. So like that was our party, and then like the DM was like, "I'm gonna be this 15-year-old girl that's gonna be the NPC that'll guard the party," and I'm just like, Weird.
It's gonna end hard. Something just came up.
We didn't end up playing it. Like the whole thing left when I quit.
So the we talk. I don't want to go into bad RPGs.
No, just like a system, you know.
Well, there's not really a system I
An
don't.
RPG system that you're just like, why?
Yeah, Vampire Bloodlines.
The system is fine. It's just pathetic.
I don't like the system either.
Well,
Oh well, whatever.
yeah, but
No, I think both could be like updated or tuned. I don't know. I think some of the Warhammer RPGs are also kind of shit. Like Soulbound's pretty crap.
of all these new ones, if
I
it's
don't like the new ones.
they're garbage. Okay, so that's my answer. Those ones are dog shit garbage, especially in comparison to the fucking Fantasy Flight ones. Which, hey, don't hit that dreadnought. He just loved fucking slap the dreadnought.
He thinks he's that guy, but he's
Yeah,
not.
Does
He's
Pigeon play Tau?
Pigeon plays Tau.
Yeah, he's still a Tau
He's Tau.
player.
He's a
Get
Tau
away
player.
from me.
You've been demoted to Tau player.
Over for your Pigeon.
You stink.
So like Green, imagine this where it's like, hey, how do I build my character? Roll a D100.
Okay.
There you go.
Now
and
what?
then you pick from a chart of 100, at least for like Soulbound, where that's where you start making your character sheet.
and it's all one-dimensional characters.
And
There's no real.
It could be great. I was looking at the Soulbound stuff for Age of Sigmar, and the Caradrons are cool because you can like. Everybody else has like innate built-in abilities, but Caradrons just buy shit. It's like I have a Gatling gun. You start the game with a Gatling gun. Like that's really cool. But to do anything, it's on a D100, and I think that's just too swingy.
Well, so
I think that is objectively too.
those
hard to
ones
do
were
stuff.
based off of at least the 40K ones were based off D6s. What's he doing?
Being a shit.
He's a little shitty.
Bye, Pigeon.
Those ones are like based off D6s. At least the 40K ones were, which they were dog shit. The Fantasy Flight ones all operated off the percentile dice system, which is, the D100s, but you also had your stat blocks that ranged from 0 to 100. And those were fucking great.
I disagree. I think they were too swingy.
No, not with the bonuses in them, because you had to factor in like the challenge rating. So if you were doing,
What were the bonus numbers?
it would be in the range of
Was it
anywhere.
like a plus 20?
No, it'd be in the range if you're doing something hard. I think it capped out of a swing of -60 to +60.
So why use a D100 at all for that?
Because-
Cyberpunk uses a D10.
Well, because there's a lot of minutia in there that factors off of the other stuff. So one of my favorite things about the system is the hit location system, where there are charts for every location you get hit on the body and every damage type for where you get hit on that body for critical damage.
Like if it's blunt force, if it's a slash, if it's a stab.
That's pretty okay, but I think again that does that bog anything down? It seems
Fuck
like
no. It's all. In fact, it speeds it up by killing shit faster. Because some of those critical damage things are things like you fry someone so hard with your plasma gun, their eyes boil and pop out of their fucking
okay,
skull.
that's cool. I like that.
All right.
And then on top of that, oh shit, if they have explosives on their body, their grenades might pop off, and guess what? You might blow up the motherfuckers right next to them. I had a guy who, we were playing Only War, took an autocannon, fired it, and fucking lanced through like 7 enemy dudes.
That's cool.
It was awesome.
So when you do that, do you do individually, or is it just like applied universally, or does it go down via whatever the DM chooses?
Well, so there's a chart.
Right.
There's a chart that directly correlates, like, okay, so say you roll the D100. What you do is you reverse the numbers you rolled. So say you rolled a 57. Your hit location is 7-5. Because, and the reason they do that is they make the torso easier to hit, the arms
Okay, so
and
the
legs
two
harder.
numbers correlate to like numbers on the body.
Yes.
It's not like a skill check where it's like, oh, you need a 68 to get it. Oh, damn, I got a 67. Darn. It's like
Right.
fucking.
Right. So
That's cool. I think that's a good way to play with it.
yeah, and so there's different ways and bonuses to like actually get improved shots. So like whether that be, oh shit, I have a red dot laser sight on there. This gives me a +10 to my ballistic skill check.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm aiming down the sights. If I choose to aim, that is another +10 to hit. If I choose to only do single shot, at least in Only War, that is another +10 to hit. So right off the bat, that's plus 30. So say you have an average ballistic skill of 35, you have to roll under your number.
Okay.
That's hard if you're just hip firing like boom, boom.
That is true. Okay.
But if you take the time to aim down the sights and you go, okay, I'm taking a single shot fire. I'm not doing semi-auto. I'm not doing full auto because that's going to be wildly inaccurate. But if you do single shot, it's like boom, boom, boom. I get all these bonuses. Now I'm hitting probably 60% of the time, which is
60?
yeah.
Is that normal? Like,
what, hitting 60% of the time?
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
I suppose so.
that's pretty accurate.
I'm hoping the enemies are also
I'm
the
just
same
used
way.
to like strategy and tactical RPGs where
Yeah.
it's like 60, you're not fucking touching anything.
Oh, no. And they design it in such a way that it's like, okay, cool. You're going to be able to get ways to hit. And it's fucking great. And then the enemies can do that same shit to you. And you want to watch out for critical damage. Because if the enemy rolls Righteous Fury, guess what? You're getting a crippled body part somewhere. You're going to be hurting, and that shit stacks. It's awesome, man. So, like, say you get rending hit on your arm, there's a chance you're just going to bleed out. Doesn't
That's
matter if you
fucking
survive
sweet.
the encounter, you're bleeding out.
I like
It's-
that
it's
because the
great.
combat also, I suppose it blends very well with like a role playing aspect for your
Yeah.
character. You take a really bad wound that could alter how your character plays for the whole campaign.
There is
Yeah, you could lose an arm, and if you're like dual wielding, it's over. Like,
Yeah,
you have one attack.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't even consider that. That's great.
Right?
And
Like,
the
if I
way
like an
you-
implant
Please
to
don't
get
cut
an
off
arm
my
back or
arm on the
something.
campaign.
And the way you
That
build
would
your
be
character
annoying.
is really
That
cool
would be
too,
pretty fun.
because you basically you match up like different attributes, and that affects the experience cost point to
Is
buy
this
that advancement.
the 40K one?
This one is only war. So they all use the same system with slight alterations. So that doesn't matter if it's Rogue Trader, Only War, Black Crusade,
Soulbound.
Death Watch. So Soulbound, we're talking about the Fantasy Flight ones. The new ones are dog shit
gotcha.
poo poo.
Deathwatch isn't a Fantasy Flight one though. Isn't that a?
No, it's-
I thought that was fan made.
Nope, that's
That's really cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
So I was talking about just playing as guardsmen, where you're kind of like, no, you're not super powerful, but you really get the feel of it. When you're playing Death Watch and you're playing as a Marine, you feel like a fucking god of the battlefield.
That's awesome.
It's great. You're fighting. They designed rules that you're fighting a horde of motherfuckers just to make you feel like you're a badass Space Marine doing fucking cool shit. It's awesome, dude.
Damn, bro. I thought we were talking about RPGs we didn't like.
Fucking hell.
Well, so I was like, I wanted to pivot because there's not really one I dislike.
That's
other than
fair.
the shitty ones.
That's fair. I for me it would be like Cyberpunk Red. I just like that whole system where when you start the game, you don't get XP or anything. It's all money based. It's all eddies. And when you
Yeah.
level up, you spend eddies to level up. You spend eddies to buy gear. It's what do you buy with the eddies given to you?
So that's
To complete a
kind of
mission.
that's
You
kind
could
of how
level
the
up
Fantasy
stat,
Flight
or
ones
you
go.
could totally buy like 50 Mr. Stud penis implants.
Or you can just get stems.
Or yeah, just buy drugs. Yeah, no, all that shit's great, man.
So that's kind of how.
So what's your guys' like favorite tabletop game?
Ooh, good question.
Just- tabletop
That
game.
like just tabletop, like board game, whatever.
I gotta go with three-way tie. Either Malifaux, Kill Team 2.0, which I'm in love with, it's great, or Guild Ball. Those three, and you know what's weird? All three of those were skirmish games, because you know you can get a ton of games in for 'em.
Yeah.
You can, for the time it takes for you to set up one Horse Heresy game or 40k game, you can get at least 3 or 4 games of Guild Ball in, a couple games of Kill Team, maybe 2 or 3 games of Malifaux, and the price point in for all of these are just super cheap.
Yeah.
For Kill Team, and this is something I think I touched on with me and Jack in the last episode with the one box philosophy, where we talk about you buy the one box, maybe you buy a book, and that's the entrance into the game. Guild Ball is phenomenal at this, and you don't even need to buy a book. Everything comes in the box, and you can just play right there. All you just need to do is find someone that has the stuff to play, and you're good.
Yeah.
Or you just buy it. Kill Team is the same way, where maybe you buy like a starter box with terrain, or maybe you just buy a Kill Team. You know, it's great like that. And Malifaux, you buy, and that's like a skirmish / war game where you buy a core box with the leader and then whatever else they have, and then you buy like 2 expansions, and then that's your crew to play with, and then you have all the cards, and then you can get the app, and then you just play the game. And that's what I like about them the most is the accessibility.
Yeah.
Malifaux is fun because you can win without murdering shit.
Yeah.
You can totally just win by getting to 8 points via scheme markers and just fucking with somebody.
That's pretty
You charge me and I'm like, nope, you're going like back 10 inches, and you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Ah. Or you could just totally run in there with Euripides and crush my shit.
Yeah.
In Guild Ball, you can score goals, or you could kill the other player completely outright. You can knock all my players out and put them on the bench. Every time you knock out a player, it's 2 points. Your goal is to get to 12. So that's 3 goals, because goals are 4 points, or that's 6 players, your entire force knocked out.
I think for me, I'm personally in a 3-way tie between Song of Ice and Fire.
Ooh, I still have yet to play that.
Fucking amazing game.
I'm excited to try it out, man.
It's so good. Horus Heresy, I can't decide between 1.0 or 2.0.
I would say maybe for me, because like I fuck with skirmish games right now immensely, because I just don't have a lot of time to do that stuff. So, but I would say Horus Heresy and like Conquest too for war games.
And then the third one, I gotta go with Titanicus. Titanicus is so awesome because it has such a... It's got some fun dice rolling shit with random tables that happen.
Titanicus is when you have like Titan, like building sized like machines walking across the battlefield. With weapons that can incinerate a sun.
Yeah.
Like,
it's awesome.
It's really good. I agree with you on Titanicus. That's a game that needed more love and attention. And I think the fact that it had that 2018 to 2023 year release cycle was awesome. And I'm so glad that game had that much longevity to it, because it was a very good game.
Yeah.
And it looked very fun. I didn't play any of it, but I watched a lot of it. And I thought it was Warhammer's take on BattleTech. That's kind of what I gathered from it.
So I love that game. So, for instance, or rather, for example, there's a really cool event that happened, and this actually happens pretty commonly because of all the random charts and tables that happen. There's critical damage shit. When your Titan goes nuclear, crazy shit can happen. In one case, my Warlord Titan, my friend cored it, shot it right through the center. We rolled on the table. It had a wild machine spirit inside that just went berserk. So as it fell over dying, it started shooting wildly, which means it shoots the closest target, which unfortunately happened to be my Reaver Titan. Now, he shot my Reaver Titan, shot it right in the fucking head, killed it. That Reaver Titan went in a nuclear explosion and killed my 2 Warhounds that were right next to that. So then those blew up, and then my little Knight banner got wiped out to half of them. And now I have 2 Knights left on the field versus 2 enemy Warlords and a Reaver.
You gotta love that, man.
I loved every moment of it.
It's a very thematic game. I was talking to a friend of mine. He runs a game store, and he's like, the best games and like the best events I would love to like host were Titanicus, because it was big. You could have a bunch of people. You could do like a big apocalypse event where you just have people playing, and it all feels very thematic and fun.
It's so cool.
I remember he had rules for like Space Marines and tanks and auxiliary units back in 2020.
Yeah.
Back before they even had this Legion Imperialis game.
Yeah.
That's just how good it is. That's a testament to the quality of the game. I was thinking about getting into it. The price point's just massive, though.
With 3D printing?
Yeah, I don't have a 3D printer.
Guess who does?
Yeah, but you live all the way.
I could still hook you up, dude.
Yeah, you could. I'm going to need you to do that for some terrain for me, though. Yeah. I'm going to need terrain printing.
Don't worry, I got you.
I love 3D printing, but that's a hobby in and of itself. And I have a cat, and he's
that's definitely not that's not kosher.
I was like, maybe I don't get a 3D printer.
I pulled up some of those critical effect tables because there's a really good one on here for energy critical hit on your head. So, number 6 here. The attack cooks the target's face, melting his features and damaging his eyes. The target is blinded for the next 1d10 hours and suffers 1d5 permanent fellowship damage and 1 permanent perception damage. So, there's an even better one right underneath, which is you suffer 1d10. Actually, you roll 1d10 because your face is melted. The flesh is melted from your face.
Permanently. What the fuck?
That is fucking crazy.
You roll a d10. That is your new fellowship score. Unless their fellowship was already less than 10, in which case no one actually notices the difference. And they wrote that in there. So if you get your face melted off, you're apparently just so ugly if your fellowship was that low. No one notices that you got your face melted off.
Have your face melted off. I always look like that.
Yeah. And then the worst critical effect on here, and I
got your nuts ripped off by a Slaaneshi cultist.
This one is so awesome. So it's
gnomes are pretty bad too. I don't like gnomes.
So it's superheated by the attack. The target's brain explodes, tearing apart its skull and sending flaming chunks of meat flying at those nearby. The target is no more. And there's a follow-up for that, which is same as above, except the target's entire body catches fire and runs off headless 2d10 meters in a random direction. Use the scatter diagram, blah, blah, blah. Anything flammable it passes, including characters, must make an agility test or they catch fire.
Delicious.
I don't feel safe right now.
Dude, it's
You're safe here.
it's awesome.
For now.
For now.
As long as I don't have to roll a 1d10, I think I'm okay.
Actually, let me go get some dice. We'll do that.
Dude.
Let me get the cheese dice. This is green stuff.
Oh, this is great. Fuck my life.
Green stuff. It's your stuff.
The cat was fucking with me. I thought it was a bag of
What's
dice.
with your stuff on? You're putting your stuff
Why
on
do
the
you
table.
get stuff on the fucking table, dude? That's
Green. Stuff
Oh, my
on the
dice.
table.
Fuck.
Yeah, where is your dice?
Oh, my green dice.
Yeah.
Why are they green? They're probably in, like...
If they were green, you would die. Wait.
how about you? What are your favorite tabletop games?
I haven't played a lot of war games. I haven't...
Anything, dog. Board games.
This has got to be D&D 5e. And then after that, I hate to say this, because, like, this is probably the one I spent the most time playing aside from D&D, and that's Munchkin. I don't want to fucking play. I don't want to fucking play it. Every time I play it now, I get into an argument with someone over some stupid fucking stats. We're adding up the fucking total for 15 minutes straight, and by the end of it, we're like, all right, you win.
That's
I
Munchkin,
don't think
baby.
anyone wants to play anymore.
That's Munchkin,
I
baby.
can't wait to play the Warhammer Munchkin, the Space Wolves versus
What
Thousand
the-
Suns
Dude,
mansion that
It's
they have.
so awesome.
Dude, it's fucking fun. Exploding Kittens is up there too for me.
Exploding Kittens is really good.
I was a big Oatmeal fan. I think I have How to Punch a Dolphin in the 12 reasons to punch a
I've
dolphin.
never heard of this.
Exploding Kittens is great.
But Exploding Kittens is but once it got a mobile app, I was playing that shit every day with my friends.
Dude.
And I was bad at the game. Like I was objectively shit at it, but I enjoyed every second of it.
It's fun, man. It's like Uno, but with exploding cats.
It's Uno, but instead of like removing cards, you just fuck with the other person's hand. That's pretty much the whole game.
Man, that sounds fun.
It's a very I think Exploding Kittens is one of those games that like spawned the board game and like card game revolution. That's what we're going through right now.
that in tandem with Catan.
Fuck Catan. I hate that game.
Okay.
It's not even that. I think it's mid as fuck. I think it's overhyped.
It is overhyped.
I think it's boring as hell.
Personally, I don't think it's boring. I think it's a good introductory for normies into board games.
Oh yeah, but none of us here sitting at this table right now are normies about board games.
Right.
And that's just the thing is I look at it and I get it, but Catan's play game it literally just comes
I
down
would
to murdering
rather
with people.
literally play anything else over Catan.
Yeah. If I'm like, Jack, how about I give you this for some wood? You can literally be like, oh man, this guy has like one plot of land. Fuck you. You're not building any roads. I'm not trading with you.
You can eat an absolute.
It literally comes down to human condition. Yeah. And I don't think that's a good game mechanic. I think it's a fun one, but I don't think that should be the core of your game.
Well, so that's why I love Secret Hitler. Because
Here we go.
The core of it is human
yeah.
interaction. That's the human.
That's a different game though. That's like saying I like Mafia or like.
Oh yeah.
Or like.
So actually, I'm going to change one of my answers. One of my favorite tabletop games is Secret Hitler. It's so much fun.
I even mentioned the guy. We might lose the episode.
Okay, Secret Palpatine.
Secret funny guy.
It's a secret Austrian painter.
There you go.
Is such an awesome, fun game that I'll have to.
What even is this?
I don't know what this is. It's like Mafia or like Werewolf, right?
Kind of. So,
because like one guy is the secret funny mustache guy, right?
So the idea is the optimal amount of players to have is 8. In my opinion.
Okay.
You can range anywhere from 6 to 10, but 8 is the real good sweet spot. There is you hand out secret roles to everyone. Mm-hmm. The majority of the
Town of Salem.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
The majority of people are going to be liberal. However, that's the roll card.
Actually, Juddy.
Yeah.
And then one
I will not
to be
play
the
this
funny unearthed artist, uncapped talent.
Yes. One person gets to be
quote. Okay.
the guy who stole Michael Jordan's mustache.
Jordan had a mustache.
He had a Hitler mustache. You don't remember
The funny mustache.
Yeah. It was funny.
I mean, it was fine because he was
black.
Okay.
So one guy is that, and then he has 2 supporting fascists, and The
Sounds
fascists.
like Twitter, just like
So the fascists know who Hitler is. Hitler doesn't know who his fascists are.
that's crazy.
And
Do you think he did even then? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're cracking jokes at this, but
I'm sorry.
I just can't take this seriously.
It's like some alt-right LARP.
Yeah, it sounds like something some dude made that's like, oh man, this game will totally own the chuds.
This game is a ton of fun.
Right.
The idea is there's two
Please
ways.
tell me there's no attic.
There's what?
There's no attic, right?
Okay,
What the fuck? Did you
let's
just-
not talk about the wishing stars.
Yeah.
The secret.
Oh my god! No. Oh, there's
Just to keep the game.
yeah. So, there's two ways for
If
fascists
you made
to
it
win.
this far, this is your reward, everybody.
There's two ways for fascists to win, and that's either to get Hitler elected as the chancellor after a certain amount of policies have been passed, or it's to pass 5 fascist policies.
I'm fairly certain they're playing this on a large scale right now. But it's not called that.
Yeah, basically. But there's two ways for the liberal team to win, and that is to either shoot Hitler or to get
Hitler to shoot himself.
no 6 liberal policies passed. So you have a game board, right?
It's that easy.
Yeah. This guy
It's that easy. Maybe we should try something like
Maybe we
this.
should just shoot everybody in the room, and that way Hitler dies.
So
So
how do you guarantee that we kill him first?
What do you mean by that? I'm not Hitler.
that's exactly how the game goes.
You know, I can see the.
This is great, actually.
Yeah,
That's great.
That's funny as fuck.
It's just him. Me and Peter are just like, okay, how are we gonna do this?
It's like I'm not him.
Well, neither am I. What that means? Yeah. Oh my god! So you're all gaslighting each other, and it's so much fun. It is rollicking good.
I get it now. I get it now.
It's like the different fascist policies have like different in-game effects that the chancellor now gets to use.
That's funny. No one wants to be Hitler, even the guy that's Hitler.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
fuck, that's funny.
So one of them is
Some kind of
like,
painting mechanic.
I mean, you can make it happen, I'm sure. But like, one of them is like, oh, you get to inspect someone's secret roll card.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the next one is like, you get a bullet. President gets a bullet, and you get to eliminate a player from.
Oh,
the game.
that's great.
Yeah. And then once that player's dead, they cannot talk anymore. The only thing they have to say, hey, were you Hitler? Yes or no? No? Okay, shut the fuck up for the rest of the game. Because you are done. So if you're getting into a big, like...
Done, Chuddy. It's over.
You gotta
Give me your liberal card.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful with how you talk to everyone else in the game, because if you get someone you pissed off with a bullet, that guy's gonna shoot the fuck out of you.
Oh man, I'm so bad at this.
No, dude, it's awesome. It is so much fun. And, like, another one of the things is, like, Chancellor gets to pick next president. So the game's
That's not
like,
how it works.
well, so that's why it's a fascist policy, because it's overriding stuff.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah. So, on the game board,
Heard that
right?
one before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
They were never heard from again.
So it's really cool for the game cycle is there's 2 placards,
Right.
President and Chancellor. President nominates a chancellor, and then everyone votes with a card face down. Everyone has like a yeah or nein card, and you
Does it say it on the card?
yes.
That's fucking sweet.
So everyone reveals at the same time, yeah or nein. If it's tie, doesn't go through, and then obviously majority wins. So you vote, everyone reveals at the same time. If the chancellor is confirmed, the president picks up 3 policy cards from the policy deck. He takes a look at them, he discards one of them, and then gives the other 2 to the chancellor. The chancellor picks one of those to go into effect. Now, there are more fascist cards in the deck than there are liberal cards. There's only 6 liberal cards, but I think there's like 11 fascist cards.
This is how people on Twitter think.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just need a version of this game called Secret Trump or something.
They already
exists,
yeah, they
yeah.
already made it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Real life.
Yeah,
Fucking low hanging fruit.
yeah. But it's
This will stop him for sure, guys.
so what's
Yeah.
actually funny, we were at a convention.
Some of you
and-
going to conventions, man. You're always going places.
Convention.
Have you ever been to one?
No, I get it. It's just like I never thought New Jersey could be that much fun.
It's great. Dude,
What else is there to do in New Jersey
That's a
aside
fair
from going to
point.
strip clubs and conventions?
yeah, we got like a ton of stuff.
Yeah, dude. An Atlantic City convention would probably slip really hard.
Actually, yeah, that's where
That's what I'm thinking they are at. Yeah.
well, Anime Next used to be held in Atlantic City. Until they fucked up with the venue because of COVID bullshit, but
I'm not surprised.
yeah, but that used
Wipe out a lot of stuff.
yeah, that used to be a fucking nice nice
How
con.
do you have the money to just keep going to conventions, man?
I don't go all the time.
Okay, fair enough.
I usually go
You
to
got
like
some hella good stories for it.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I always make sure to get
Fuck
some
yeah,
stuff.
bro. That's what's up.
But we were playing Secret Hitler in the wargaming room. This is where we used to do like the floor battles where people would make mega gargants, literally the size of people.
That's fucking cool.
It was fucking awesome, dude. And we had a whole ballroom floor where we would play the game on. But we were like in between games or whatever, so we're playing Secret
You're all
Hitler.
just,
shoot
like, waiting for the next.
yeah, we're just playing Secret Hitler, shoot the shit, and obviously, because it leads to everyone going like, well, I'm not Hitler, you're Hitler, you're Hitler, and someone's trying to take the bullet for Hitler, and it's like one of his fashions, like, well, I'm Hitler, so it's like everyone just
I'm
screaming.
glad he's out there and we're in here.
Yeah.
Now I'm the sheriff, and
But I'm the Hitler. What?
Hey, what is?
Are you the
So
Hold on,
here's the
guy.
thing.
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
We bought this game at this convention, mind you.
Wow.
We had some con staff who came to us saying, you can't play that here.
Oh my god.
You literally bought it there.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's
I'm
crazy.
like, hold the fuck on, because if you go upstairs right next to the stairs, they're selling this game right the fuck there.
That's fucking nuts. Did they let you play it?
They tried to get us to shut down, and
Okay.
they're like, well, you can't, whatever, and we're like, you
bought
can't
it
stop.
here.
It's like, and we had another
You're
member
selling
of
it to
con.
us.
What the fuck?
We had another member of con staff who's in charge of the wargaming room that was like, no, you're power tripping right here. I'm gonna go talk to the administration otherwise. But yeah,
Because I hate people like that.
so we got into a big fucking debate, and we're like,
I don't want to be there if you're in a debate. You'd probably kill her, dude.
well, so here's the thing. I remained silent the whole time. I let
Let your power level speak for itself.
I just sat there like with a smile on my face while everyone else at the table was arguing with this. I'm like, because I was friends with like the owner of the convention,
Right.
So I'm like,
No, I really wish you would have just at the very end been like, you know who wouldn't let us play this?
yeah, that guy. So like, or he's not the owner of the convention, but he's the number 2
Yeah,
guy.
he's the guy that's coordinating the event.
His name's Tiny.
Right.
Obviously, he's a huge fucking guy from Staten
That
Island.
New York name ever, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, my name's Tiny.
And he's huge. He's like, I think he's like 6'4" or some shit, and he's big motherfucker. Obviously, we call him Tiny, and I'm like the whole time like, we're just gonna get Tiny. Tiny's gonna
This big dude shows up. He's got like a little propeller hat on his head or something.
yeah. Dude, Tiny's the best. And I'm like, me and Tiny, I'm like, I'm just gonna go get Tiny, and Tiny's gonna let me play the game, so I don't have to argue. This is not a battle I have to fight. Eventually, we just waited for that bitch to go away, and we just started playing again.
Nice.
But we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
And
weird.
So the really funny thing is, my one buddy Zach, shout outs brother, because he listens to the podcast.
Nice.
His girlfriend at the time, she was kind of like a more left-leaning whatever, but this was
Right.
kind of an eye-opening moment for her, because she was like, what the fuck was that we just had to deal with? And Zach's like, that's your people.
This ain't my problem.
Yeah, that's your fucking people. That's how they act.
You guys are just playing a wacky game.
I played a card game.
If you take
recently.
offense
We
to
were
it,
trying to kill Hitler.
Yeah, dude. I can't let you guys kill Hitler.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But-
Like,
I can't let you. That's so fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
I played this card game recently. So my mom got it for me and my girlfriend for Christmas. She saw it. She was like, "Oh, you guys would like it." It's called Stir the Pot.
that sounds like fun.
It was made by the people
I
that
heard
made
this
they
before.
made like What Do You Meme? Because Caroline talked about it. And What Do You Meme? Fucking shit game, whatever.
Yeah.
Outdated. Memes move too fast for you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stir the Pot's like, oh, who's somebody most likely to get in trouble for drunk driving? And then you everybody at the table collectively votes for somebody.
Holy shit.
I actually
that sounds really fucking
It's
fun.
fucking
That sounds like a
hilarious,
lot of
man.
fun.
And, like, we're sitting there, Caroline and I are going through the cards, and Caroline's like, who's the person with the most questionable moral compass? And everybody just kind of like looked at me, and I'm like, oh,
Aw. Oh man.
I see how it is.
Fuck.
But that's a game that's like could be like really fun or just like friendship ruining, you know?
Those are the best kind of games, because if you're really tight with your friend group, nothing's gonna stop that. It's really awesome.
Hey, let me. I have a PDF pulled up of some of the questions.
Oh yeah, of what? Stir the Pot.
Hey,
Yeah.
Let's do a couple
play. Yeah, let's play a mini round.
So let's play a mini round. Stir the pot here.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. One of the most hostile games I have ever played.
Is that really what?
Reddit r/board games.
Oh my god.
Well, of course, everything's aggressive to those.
Yeah,
fucking
to
losers.
Redditors, everything is aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm looking. It literally is like should be up here, but then
Hey.
all right, whatever. Quizlet. This works.
I'm just gonna go on Google
Jack's
Images
stealing
and get
cards
one.
right now, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. I have 2 people committing like board game piracy.
Likely asked to speak with a manager.
I was actually right about that.
Who would? I feel like it'd be Jack, but he wouldn't call it the manager. He'd call it the guy in charge. I think it's
gotta
you,
be
Jack.
Jack.
Most
Yeah, it's
likely to
gotta be you.
speak to the manager. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
I don't
you.
know.
We're gonna do that.
Who do you think is a message?
I was gonna say because the one in the middle, we're looking at the same image.
Oh, you were looking at the
Yeah,
Look at the stock images.
Who do you think has broken the most laws?
Yeah, it's actually probably you.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
No, I can make
Jack.
it guarantee.
Let's not say anything incriminating because I was gonna say some stuff. My record's expunged, so my conscience is clean.
I mean, like, there's a difference between breaking laws and getting caught.
Yeah,
That's true.
I never
That's
got caught with shit.
Yeah,
So
I've never been arrested. I'm not saying I did anything illegal, but I've never been arrested.
true. See, that's what's interesting about this game.
Oh. who do you think secretly works for the CIA?
Oh, come on.
Look over.
Everybody out now. I gotta make a call.
They're on to me. They're on
Jack
to me.
They're on to me. It's like the windows just kick in and dudes and like smile.
He got
a
him.
big magnet.
Because the game was rigged from the start. Or was it?
Who cares about messy room? That's a fucking
Yeah, right.
one.
Like whatever.
Messy room haver spotted.
Nah, I keep my shit clean.
Yeah, true.
Who is most likely to say they're not hungry then ask for a bite? Everyone's girlfriend.
I was gonna say you've done that.
In before, can I have some fries? Can I have a fry? But you give them the whole fucking.
They're just like
They just take.
they just do a little bite. And maybe they'll say like, "Sorry, I had to have a little bite." And it's like, "Oh, it's fine."
Who would you share a bed with on a trip?
Nobody.
You gotta pick someone.
I will wet the bed before I let any of you.
Okay, who are you?
Myself. Oh, my cat. Boom, done.
He's on the room. isn't he?
No, but he.
If I had to pick someone who. Just because I know him better than I know you.
That's true. But you're not getting into bed with me. I'll be
Yeah, no, that's cool, dude.
That's fine. I
That's
like.
fine, man. We can pee on each other in bed.
Look, here's the
That's
thing.
really what you're going for.
I'm a tosser and turner. I'm like that.
not surprised.
gonna
You're
fucking
in the dream fighting wise guys.
I'm out here.
Shit.
Boom, boom. My ex girlfriend.
I love how all of us are just like, if like girls ask this could be like, oh, I don't know, maybe Claire. For us, it's just like, I'll pee on you if you think.
Dude, yeah, I'd be tossing and turning. My last ex girlfriend woke up with 2 black eyes. Related
Another one. Oh fuck, dude. Oh man, that was a bad joke.
It was actually really fucking funny. One time, she got really drunk and I had to take her back home.
This is
whatever.
how every good story
Yeah,
starts.
she fucking, cause she was a lightweight, so 3 beers would put her fucking half in the bag, right?
Is that a Red Letter Media reference?
No, half in the bag is an actual fucking thing. That's where they got the phrase half in the bag.
I know. I'm just
No. So she was so drunk. So I'm like, okay, let me bring it. She was trying to throw up in the bathroom. She slipped and she fucking banged her face on the side of the toilet, right? So she had a black eye in the morning.
That's rough.
Yeah, so we go to Wawa the next morning,
here we-
and she decides, okay, I'm gonna fuck with Jack now. So we go in and like, you know, we go get coffee. I'm like ready to pay, and she's like, she does this really annoying fucking thing that makes the cashier look at us like, what the fuck? She goes like, are you sure I can pay? Like she's acting like she's been abused. I'm like, we're leaving right now.
Dude, that's so.
Saddest moment in New Jersey.
Dude,
Saddest moment in New Jersey.
That was
Oh my god,
Props
dude,
to
you're
her.
dating an animal for that one. You know what's funny is she got you back, dog.
Yeah,
Back.
dude, props to her because that was funny as shit.
Back.
That was funny as
She
shit.
got you back. Man.
Oh my god.
That's great, because like you'd be joking about that the night before, and she'll pull shit like that. And you're like, I'm not joking about it. I'm not happy anymore.
Oh my god.
Dude, she got you good. I'm sorry. It's fine.
No apologies. I give her full props. I'm like, that was really fucking funny. Don't do that again. Because the look on the cashier's face was a look of horror. I'm like, we're leaving. We're leaving right now. Who is the most comfortable around new people?
Probably me. I don't know who
Probably
you
you.
are, but I could lie.
I don't know how you just talk to random strangers like in a store like that. I see you do that. I'm like,
I just do it, man.
It's easy as shit.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Yeah.
I think it's just I have social
I
anxiety.
do it literally for my job.
Yeah.
It's like I'm cool with talking to people on the phone, or if it's for work, it's like I'll suck it up, like whatever. I don't know. Just be honest.
You gotta
people
string
be
it
honest back.
together.
Yeah.
I'm just scared of saying my thoughts out loud. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, no. Once you get
Well, what
past
are your thoughts like? I'll just cover like
like hard out. Extra sound effects.
Oh, interesting, Green. That's yeah.
Yeah.
No, that whole situation, one of them needs to go.
No, true, brother.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I didn't say anything.
Are we talking about Wagyu guy? Or are we talking about?
We're talking about I'm not gonna say anything.
That's a good follow-up to that one. Who would be the most likely to commit murder?
Yeah, probably you. You've probably done it.
No, not yet.
I like how you're like stoked about that.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, me.
I definitely would if it's the right
That
situation.
prick's face when he saw the gat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
would
put
kill
my votes for
someone.
Jack.
I could kill someone.
If never mind.
Yeah, let's. This is admissible.
If they were a pedophile.
Oh,
Yeah, never.
I mean, like, well, yeah, but we had this conversation today.
Let's not talk.
One more. Let's see.
This
One
game
more.
does bring out the worst in people.
Stand that right.
It's an evil game. I get it.
Who is the worst drunk alter ego?
Probably not me. I just.
Usually me.
You?
Yeah, I've seen yours. I've gotten you.
I've stopped drinking, man. I stopped drinking like hardcore like that fucking years ago. I can't.
No, I get green out of like some serious like situations
dude.
because of that shit.
Fuck, dude. Now, when I drink, I'm like a happy motherfucker. I'm already a happy motherfucker in life as it is.
Yeah, you were in a car for 6 hours today and you were fine. Fucking shit.
Dude, I'm like,
my goddamn mind.
I got my cigar. These motherfuckers.
Like that gif of Keemstar just screaming into the mic for some reason.
Yeah.
That's me if I have more than like 3 hours.
Nah, man, I'm chill with everything, dude. I'm pretty chill.
What's that
with
card say there? It says, "How should we end the episode?" That's a good question.
everything. Can we put like a gunshot sound clip in there?
Just like 3 gunshots.
You guys want to play Russian roulette?
Oh yeah, with a fully loaded pistol. Let's go.
No, hang on. No, only one.
We'll deer hunter this shit. We'll put it on the table and spin it.
You got it right. I got the. I'm cocking it right now.
You're cocking it.
Post-production.
Kind of gay, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm spinning the fucking revolver right now. Well, here you go. All right, Doge Dad.
Pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger.
Bang, bang, bang. Pull my devil trigger. Boom. I
I
lived.
guess I'm next.
I lived. My skull is so.
I just channel your fucking Bowman from.
Yeah. Let's go say the next one, Mason. The next one. Back.
My neighbors hate me.
Sure. Fuck 'em. Fuck you,
Oh,
neighbors.
no, they're cool. Those guys are cool. I don't give a
Fuck you, neighbors,
the
in
people
that
above
direction.
me, man.
Fuck you, guy.
All right, we'll end the episode on that.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you for listening. Next time we're here, hopefully we'll have Vulcan. We'll drag his ass out of hibernation. We'll have the crew back together.
Hell
You
yeah.
can just have him on TV over here.
We'll put him in the thumbnail.
Throw him in there.
We'll put him in the thumbnail.
Let's get him like actually next time on a video call, like over here on speaker.
Yeah. Can we have like a bottle of water that we can just put him on? Yeah, that'll be good.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next
I
time.
love you guys.